Fuck you, Cynthia. You ain't changed a bit, Cynthia. This ain't your place. Fuck you, Cynthia. Piece of shit. And Cynthia, you want to know why I really got no love for you?
I'm over here very booked and busy while you bitches over here are still looking raggedy and not doing shit. Wow. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm not going anywhere. So talk your shit, you shitholes. You can't defeat a bad bitch. You just cannot.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, this is not serious, this is not real. I am an untrained professional content creator who is freestyling this show. I do not encourage you to try this at home alone. Enjoy the show.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. F-U-C-K explanation point. I don't give a fuck.
What up, homies? What up? Oh my gosh, I am not liking this layout. 1 second, please. Oh, better. Happy Friday evening. Oh, I'm sorry. Happy Thursday evening. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're here with me. I'm excited. I'm pumped up today. I'm on a high energy night tonight, so who knows where this conversation's gonna go. I got some things on my mind tonight. Got some things I want to get off my chest. But then after that, let's open up the panel. Let's see what we got to talk about, Also, but before we do this, I do have to bring some news to you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop the panel link now, but whatever, I can keep going because, guys, remember I was covering the case of the high school student Carmelo Anthony that unalived at the track meet. Metcalf, I forgot his first name, I'm the worst. And anyways, it happened over a month ago and we weren't sure what was gonna happen. Do y'all remember the case? Do y'all remember? It's Friday afternoon. Well, hello, NPC. It's Friday afternoon here. Excellent. And namaste the fuck away, girl, for real. Let me show y'all this real quick because it just became apparent that he was going to be charged.
News that was first reported this afternoon by J.D. Miles online at cbsnewstexas.com. A Collin County grand jury has now indicted Carmelo Anthony.
He is accused of killing another high school student at a track meet. The story has generated national interest, and our JD is live at the Collin County Courthouse, where he's been gathering reaction to this decision. JD.
Karen and Ken, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis says his office has been presenting evidence for weeks to a grand jury panel here and asked that panel to return an indictment of first-degree murder on Carmelo Anthony, which they did today.
Now, we know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond, and that's understandable. When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core. But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves.
Willis delivered that video statement after the indictment was handed down. A first-degree murder charge carries a 5 to 99 years or life in prison sentence if convicted. Carmelo Anthony is accused of fatally stabbing Austin Metcalf during a track meet inside a stadium where both of their Frisco ISD high school teams were participating. Anthony told police he acted in self-defense and was provoked by Metcalf during an altercation that preceded the stabbing. Anthony's attorney emphasized his plans to use that defense in a video statement released earlier today.
Self-defense is a fundamental right guaranteed every American. The law is clear. When self-defense is raised by the facts, the law puts the burden squarely on the prosecution to to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the citizen accused did not act in self-defense.
The father of Austin Metcalf issued a statement to us, which says, "I am pleased that we are moving forward with the first-degree murder indictment. It now goes into the court system. I fully believe that justice will be served for Austin Metcalf. I look forward to the forthcoming trial, but it will never bring my son back." I'm told the next step in this legal process will be assigning a judge to the case, and that could happen tomorrow when we expect to get a copy of the indictment. That judge will then decide on when to set an initial appearance for Carmelo Anthony, and that could be days, it could be weeks, it could even be months. And as far as a trial date, I'm told that could be well into 2026.
Okay. Okay, so I wanted to make sure y'all were caught up on that. Hey, Chica, how are you? Because I'm going to be covering that because that's kind of an interesting case, I do believe. So we got that going on. What else do we got going on? I got a couple of haters out there that I just kind of, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. I really don't. And sometimes that's just the way it is. Also, before I get into them in my little rant, also don't forget next Thursday, Sin City Manny goes before the judge again to see if he has an attorney, and we're going to see what's going on with his case. So that's where we got the two cases we're keeping up with. Number one, we're keeping up with the high school knife incident. That's an interesting case, and I've covered that before. I've covered the parents of the suspect speaking about the threats that they have received, that they've had to move from their home, that they've been accused of funding a active lifestyle with the GoFundMe that was raised for their son. So there's that case. Was there footage released? Lauren says, has anyone found the footage that supposedly got released from the stabbing? I will have to note to self right here, right now. Footage. Not that I've heard, but I've also not been keeping up too much with it. And then, of course, next week, like I said, Sin City Manny goes before the judge. I want to know, is he going to have an attorney? I can. My speculation is he's going to get an attorney. What up, Flow State? Good to see you, Powdered Dusty. My speculation is he's going to get an attorney. There's going to be an attorney that wants to make his name for himself and that is going to represent him. It's going to be like, man, how did he get that higher powered attorney? We're going to research the attorney if he has one. I want to know who's playing these games. I'm telling you, I feel like this whole Las Vegas incident is going to change some things. I could be overreacting. But I don't know, guys. I just can't see this happening. And this beef that was documented, and this guy, he went live for 1,430 days straight, twice a day. Holy, that's insane. That's insane. Totally insane. Oh, let me get you back right, Powder Dusty. Wait, don't be shooting up nobody. Please. Please. So we got that going on. And then, y'all know I have a peace treaty happening, so I can't comment on some videos, but whatever. Hey Andrew, what's going on with you? Hope you're having a nice night as well. And then, there was this guy that I used to work for on the YouTube streets, and it's been since like 2021. Like, was that almost 5 years ago? Like, we're practically in 2026 by my calculations. We're practically there, but I don't know. He reared his little ugly head up tonight. He just irritated the fuck out of me because I did try to have a conversation with him, and it just didn't go well. What up, sir? How are you
Just came in. Did you see me doing the pistols as I came in?
Yeah. Wait, how do I'm so confused. Let me get you right. Yeah. Oh, my buddy was making videos about me today, and he just irritated the fuck out of me. And then I was gonna go up there and have a conversation, but then
Which buddy?
the showering cowboy.
Hmm.
But then you can't have a conversation with everybody because sometimes they will. I know, I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh,
Sometimes
I was waving at Snow.
Oh, hey, boy, chica. Oh, Joe was looking for Lindsay's number earlier. He was like,
Joe. Which Joe?
cool.
Okay.
I told him to ask you, and he said that you were a guy. Right? And so I was like, doesn't everybody have it? Along with pictures? Maybe I overreacted. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
I'll put a link backstage for you, so that if this ever happens again, you can just share out the link.
Man, I don't have her shit. I don't want that heebie-jeebies. But yeah,
Right.
you're
Well,
right.
you can
No, you're right. You're right.
ignore it if you want. I'm gonna put it back there.
I'll make sure he gets it because we were all like, "Who has it? Who has it?" Nobody had it.
Nah, you should make him ask me for it. That's real weird that he. This is like,
Of course.
But anyways, yeah, there's a link because after she doxed me, I doxed her on like that channel that I don't care if anything happens to it. So.
And then after you did that, they doxed me. So is it my turn to dox somebody? I'm confused. How does this game go?
Well, the way this well, never mind. I'm not gonna say it publicly.
I really don't care.
What peace treaty did you allude to?
The one with Tarek. I'm not going to be mean to him and say his name anymore. But I did see you over there earlier. Hey, Ojo. Good to see you as always. Doxed you. Heck no, Chica. I've already been doxed. Leave me out of this. I know. Since I'm not going to talk about him, let's talk about content creators who are total suck up ball washers. And I saw you over there going, you just got the spirit of OTW in you. That was just mean.
It was exactly on point, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was even worse than OTW. I don't see OTW like that. I do see how y'all can see him. I can see how you can see
3 years of him calling Paul, literally calling him sire.
So he does, as do others, not saying you, not you by any means, but others. I even witnessed it tonight trying to get on this other panel. There are certain content creators that people look up to like they're legends already. Like, oh, that's the great Paul Unslaved. So you and I obviously do not understand this matrix. We don't understand this thought process.
This is a deficit in subservient people like OTW and Tarek.
No, Tarek is something different.
No, Tarek's actually more understandable because at least he's putting pussy on a pedestal. OTW is just putting a fat ginger.
That is true. That is true. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, I guess, what you're supposed to do.
I mean, not like that. He's doing it wrong, but at least he's doing the right thing wrong. OTW is just doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, and for all of those playing the game, what is hang on. The Concordian game.
Oh, is that the
Yes, that's the name of it. And Grifter Island has said he's not going to buy land, so that's crazy.
What's Grifter Island?
There's Grifter Island and then the Dusty Lands. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? How many people are watching right now?
9.
You 9 are witnessing it here today. I hereby forfeit all land gifted to me to Cynthia.
Yay! My plan's working to take over the world.
Yeah.
No.
One retarded delusion at a time.
Hey, I'll take it any way I can get it. Hey, did you ever watch those videos where you keeping up with the Las Vegas thing?
I
all?
actually was just overlooking at it now. It's like it's kind this is the thing with true crime in general. Like this shit gets so dense in such a hurry that it's like, yeah. So I've gone over and looked at it several times, but it's kind of like hitting a wall of lore that everybody's already up to speed with, you know. So it's not.
Well, he
So
goes to
the
court
answer is
next week.
yes. I've been looking, and no, I don't really know anything more than before I was looking.
Well, he's going to court next week. So we're going to see, because he hadn't talked to anybody in his family yet the last time he went to court. So he asked for a 3-week extension to see if, to speak to people about getting an attorney. Delusions are fun, aren't they, Joe?
Some of them.
Sometimes, Joe, I feel like I don't play them enough. Like, I feel like I should play them more, but then delusions. Yeah, like everybody's like, we're having
you
fun.
live in your delusions. Don't.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wait,
you were
what?
thinking that you don't live in your delusions. Is that where you're going with that?
Yeah, but I was.
You
more
just
with
sat here and
people,
told
like,
me that OTW is not didn't have the
no,
good
he's
spirit.
not. I wish OTW would come up here. He looks at Paul differently. He looks at Paul as somebody that's on a higher pedestal than him.
That means that OTW has a bitch spirit in him. That's what that is.
But he's creative, so I don't see it as a bitch spirit. A bitch spirit. I see it as just.
You don't think there are creative
spirit.
bitches out there? There are creative bitches.
That's just how they get their creativity. That's what sparks that fire. What sparks that flame.
See, this is what I'm talking about, though. The point was that you're delusional, and I mean, even you have to recognize that what's going on right now is delusional.
Did you see that question last night on your stream that Mike 23 asked about how long is this video, and you answered 3 minutes, and I said 2 years, and it was interesting to me.
Which video was it?
You were watching the one of Paul.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And it was because we both answered it right away, and it was amazed me. It's like we don't even look at this question the same.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So I when I do a premiere video, I hate most about premieres is when you like find one and you click on it, you don't have any idea how deep, like what percentage of the way through the video you're at. So you don't know whether to keep watching or jump back to the beginning. And so every time I premiere something, right at the beginning of a premiere, I'm in the habit of pinning a comment that says how long the video is. So I mean, I answered out of that habit.
Okay. All right. Well, because I knew what he was asking, but it was just interesting to me.
Which one of us was he asking? Like, which one of us answered it correctly?
It was my intuitive versus your logic. That's how I looked at that question.
Another delusion.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm just gaslighting you at this point.
Yeah, like you're telling me Santa Claus isn't real. That's what you're gonna say to me.
No,
now.
Santa Claus is real. Don't fuck around like that. He'll hear you.
Stop it. Did you hear Lena talk about your panel today?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
She obviously was a little upset that she didn't get the type of conversation she wanted. I feel no way about it. I mean, it just is what it is. I respect her right to feel like she wanted a softer, slower conversation, and I respect my right to not really give a shit. So, yeah, no, I hope she comes back, but I'm not gonna make any changes, and I'm not upset about it or anything. Like I feel no way about it.
I have difficulty keeping up with the cast of characters. Oh, there's always a new cast popping up. Don't mess with Santa Claus. He will aim his wooden turrets at you.
Yeah, Lena is LCJC. If you've seen her around, she's what would you call her? Snafu Snaps X, like
Well, she was Monograph's first.
Oh, was she?
Yes, she left Monograph and went to Snafu Snaps the next day, and then left Snafu Snaps and went to Tarek within a week.
He really respects his right to not give a shit. That is correct.
I haven't seen Snafu in a while. He's Mad Mystic's out. You're gonna see he's over there. They're over there right now.
Before, just like 10 minutes ago, he left and she like threw something on and said she'd be right back. But right before I came over here, I was watching that, and because it was the two of them on panel reviewing some stupid thing, pretending they're journalists, and I was gonna go up and fuck with them, but she didn't have the link dropped, so.
She was, yeah. She talks about it. She talks about being with Monograph first, and then like the next day, she was over with Snafu Snaps, and she thinks it's funny. How did he find out that she was no longer with Monograph the next day? Which the internet, everything flies off the internet super quick like that.
Yeah, are you? Yeah, you might be confusing
Monograph?
Marfugal and Monograph.
Marfugal?
Yeah, I think that they came out of Marfugal.
Who's Marfugal? My bad.
He's just someone else none of us would have heard about if Snafu hadn't decided to go on a vendetta against him and drum him up a whole bunch more audience.
Huh. Well, is he like Monograph? Like the same conspiracy theorist?
I think it's in a similar vein, but I haven't watched it nearly well because I mean Monograph reached out and found us, and Marfugal hasn't. But
no, Snow says no.
Isn't he? Isn't he kind of like he's got more of like a Alex Jones style show? Not Alex Jones personality style, but like the whole look at this crazy thing, isn't? I don't know. I haven't seen Marfugal since the first time I heard about him. I was like, who the fuck is this Marfugal guy?
No.
Oh, it was a crush, by the way, Lauren.
It was a crush. My aunt loves Sunkist. I can't drink that shit no more. But I used to love Big Red. Snow says they're different breeds. All right, so there's that, and then there's of course the high school unaliving, and then I know this guy will fucking strike my page, but whatever. I'm not gonna do it. Showering Cowboy. I blew the chance of y'all working together though.
He won't let you like review nothing.
No, he won't even let me review somebody that's reviewing them because both him and I will get it. Most of the people review it and me will get it. So that's fucked up.
Are you able to reach out and touch people like that? Like you have fair use?
Yeah, but nobody
plays.
He's just not that. Moosehead is usually beer is better than that. Did you see Jack's premiere today with Rose?
I did not.
Let's review that. That was kind of.
Let's do that. I actually have when she joined my panel a few nights ago. I have that segment cut out and uploaded and ready to premiere, and then I just keep like not actually starting it.
Why?
For no reason. Just like I just get distracted by something else.
You remember their life coach interview, right? Between Jack.
Yes.
So
I have that saved somewhere, by the way, if you
I feel like she was kind of playing games with him there, right?
She totally trapped that motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes, that was a setup. That was like the perfectly executed setup.
So when I see them together, I'm taken back by it.
You shouldn't be.
Really? Why not?
Because both of them both of them use people.
You're right. Now, see, I'm not living in a delusion about what's his name? Jack.
Right. And I mean, like I say that as a matter of fact, not as a matter of insult.
Right.
We're all capable of being transactional with people, right? But
you know what, Chuck? Have you seen this? I know, like Chuck. Would you know where the good stuff is? because this is an hour long. But let's see.
How much of it do you want? Of the good stuff?
Great.
I don't even know what's here.
On your adventure,
I mean, like,
what has it been?
do you just
A
want a
week?
teener? Or do you want?
Yeah, I just want to see where we go and what we can get into. Margot, where do I need to go? Like, I want to know how are they getting along? Which one of them is like, holy shit? Like, is Jack gonna be scared? Is Rose
Lindsay,
like,
Lindsay is crazier and more assertive than Jack is, or she's got more stamina for it.
hey, Margot?
Hey,
I hear something in the background.
I just put it on mute.
Thank you. Oh, did you watch this with Rose and Jack?
I did. It's
And you say
hilarious.
it's hilarious. Oh, is there anywhere we need to go, or is it just
Well, I'll give you. It starts out and it's just weird, and then King Stephen comes up and takes it over.
huh? In a
So
good.
I don't know what you're looking for.
All right, let's start it off. Let's start it off. I want to just see what their energy's like versus the first time when they were kind of not, but now they're together. Remember, they're in the same house.
Hanging out, having discussions, and making great memories that I will remember for the rest of my life. A
They
new
did it.
one-on-one human interaction outside of the digital world with a very fascinating and interesting character that I've been trying to figure out for a long time. And I believe that I got what I wanted out of his interaction.
Some
And I
dick.
forgot even how it came to be.
What?
She's saying making memories she'll never forget. She got what she wanted out of that interaction. She doesn't even know how it came to be, probably because of the roofies. These people had sex.
What? Oh, Margot? Wait.
I'm speculating. I'm speculating. This is my theory at this time and nothing more.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we know that she's a paraplegic. We don't know, like, to what extent. I'm assuming. So I'm going to say blowjob.
You can have sex with a paraplegic.
Okay.
I was thinking that. I was like, how do I say that nicely?
Or what was supposed to happen, because it was so much fun that I forgot. So it doesn't matter because it happened and it's all good. Welcome, Jack. Thank you for being my house guest.
Holy cows, man. Thank you. Sincerely. I've had so much fun. Just what you said. And I think the idea is to document and share some of this recent experience while it's still fresh in our minds and our hearts. But yeah, I don't know where to start or where to go. But yeah, flew in last Friday night, I believe. Early Saturday after some delays. Got in at what was it? I think it was around 3 a.m. and then
so I was right. He did fly in. I was right.
Why would he fly in?
Because his vehicle wouldn't make it. But why would he fly in? You're right. Because after this, he's going to Utah and then he's going back to Boston.
So did he just dump his car?
I don't know. You think did he live in a safe spot where he could just park it?
Well, the cat's not with him either. So
he had to eat it. He's homeless.
Stop it. Slow state. Stop it.
It sounds
I'm
like
sorry, I was
still
confusing
have that
cat and pussy.
I think he might still have that apartment.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go. And then we're gonna go with he still has the apartment, and midlife bro logic is watching the cat. You guys have everything wrong. What? What do you mean?
We have nothing wrong.
Okay.
An amazing opportunity.
Who said
for those who know me?
Wrong?
Everything. Snow's
down there judging us.
hating on our storytelling abilities. He still has a cat in a home in our story. That's more than everybody else's story, Snow.
He's had a good meal in my story.
Yeah, and a little hoping to get a little
And he gave
freaky dinky
and he got
tonight.
a blowjob.
You see, so we're getting great. We're doing him right.
Well, and I already know I already watched this, so I already know that
Okay.
he misses his cat and he's going back to Baltimore. Continue.
Okay, thank you.
Jack Talcott, right? This
Hold
has
on,
been
real quick.
amazing.
Let's make a distinction because there's a lot of people here who don't know which Rose this is. This is not Team Rose. This is Rose 777, who's currently the one. She's the highest bond amount on my inmate roster since I moved Lindsay and Imperious to doing life to death row.
Why is her bond Team Rose?
No, Team Rose is somebody else who's been coming around
Okay.
since. Yeah, like so the roses didn't really overlap at all. But there are people down there who know Team Rose, who's the new Rose, but not Rose 777, who's the one we're watching now. But they're different people.
All right. Gotcha.
Opportunity for me. Fellowship and wonderful energies, amazing hospitality. And I got to visit some of New Orleans, and I've never been. So this was a once in a lifetime, first of a lifetime opportunity for me. So where do we go, Rose?
Well, I need to clarify for my audience that my experience was that I witnessed you going through a roller coaster of a life and sharing certain similarities that can be both helpful or not helpful at times, but I saw you as a kindred spirit who needed to be studied further. And things started to get more and more exciting because as people denied what you were capable of, interesting things started to transpire. And so I thought to myself, what would happen if Jack Talcott did get famous for his wild ideas? And so then in this crazy twist of events, Jack Talcott, not planning it, having already been loitering around Washington, D.C. at the Capitol for
Chica, you know you can come up, Snow, if you want to correct us. I'm just, no, pipe up. Please tell us the story. You're always welcome, Snow.
his own personal reasons and quote unquote delusions, as some may call.
Oh.
He just suddenly became part of this thing where people were crossing barriers and getting arrested, and Jack got tackled.
I told you
there's
it was
pictures
weird.
which are very cinematic.
Do what? She tells an amazing story.
I told you it was weird.
She tells an amazing story.
Well, it's her primary survival skill.
What does she do? Teach kindergarten?
She takes in strays.
Oh, yes.
So, and then stray content creators. I'll speculate more later. Let's watch a little bit more of this before I start.
She does have a
rolling
very
out.
pretty voice, though. She has a beautiful
She
voice.
does, and she's very good at peopling.
Yes.
Very great at it.
And I suggested to Jack that he should listen to Crow 777 Radio, episode 116, about video news releases, and that he could use the certain little bits and pieces of media to put out a video news release to the mainstream. And for that, he would need to probably raise about $50,000. But that's an option that we can also dream of, in addition to your other big dreams. I'm so happy to hear that you experienced fellowship, wonderful energies, and amazing hospitality.
Correct.
Yes, Ojo. Yes.
Like I have on the screen. Your words, Jack. Your words. Not just me, but also New Orleans, and that you are so in love and obsessed with New Orleans, just like Jason now. Could you talk about how you fell in love with New Orleans and all of the sights and smells and things that you experienced that make you want to come back and live in the French Quarter?
It's the mystery. It's just there's something in it that resonates with me, and it's not a single thing, but it's just a big pile and a mountain of different things that I noticed and I thought about and I felt and I smelled. And Jason was kind enough, and the first time we went out, just me and him, and we went down to, I guess it's the French Quarter and some other areas. Doggone it. I remember the names, but it's just seeing what I've only heard of and what I've imagined a lot, right? You see things on the news, you see things on TV, but it's not the same, man. Holy cows, I was just talking about us.
Have y'all been to New Orleans?
I have not.
No, I haven't either.
He's right. It's wild, and all the cemetery. I mean, all the graves are above ground, so that's kind of freaky deaky too. Lauren says the clip Flo has of her story of dating while having a psychotic break is wild as fuck. I watched it again the other day.
Yeah, it is wild. Her life is wild.
Right.
You see us on the screen and you think one thing, but man, it's so much more. It's so much more in person.
Oh my
god. And yeah, go ahead, Rose, please.
No, I'm just anxious. I just think that you should share what you remember or any thoughts that you had about your current situation, because after this, you're going to be with some family, but then you're going to be back in Baltimore. So even though coming back to New Orleans could be a possible future thing, you do have to figure out what your remaining purpose is being up there in Washington, D.C. So is there anything that's changed about your outlook, about how long you belong in that situation? Or are you still just taking it day by day and thinking maybe you'll just stay in Baltimore indefinitely?
No. Everything is coming together. And I think this is a good idea, right? Because you mentioned the Capitol, and, I was with the veterans who stormed the Capitol across the barrier, but I wasn't one of the...
What does this shirt say? The first casualty of war is truth. The rest are mostly villains.
Mostly civilians.
Civilians. Okay.
60 men and women who were arrested just for, taking a photo together on public property in front of the Capitol steps.
What a hypocrite.
That's not true.
Digressing.
What happened?
Just the hypocritic way that he describes what he did versus what happened on January 6th. It's basically the same activity, just about. But yeah. Anyways,
I don't think anyone got arrested either, but that's just me.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he got arrested. He didn't get arrested, did he?
No, he didn't. I don't think anyone from that party got arrested.
That's not
the purpose I have and why I'm in Baltimore is peace. First casualty of war is truth. The rest are mostly civilians. I figure if I'm traveling today, I like to share messages as I can. And the Veterans for Peace is my purpose for being alive, being in Baltimore. The message of ending wars and bringing reforms. I'm taking that very, very seriously. But I'm also learning there's divine forces in all of this. And so learning how to trust in the divine forces has been my path. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't fully understand. But regarding the time in the French Quarter and New Orleans, it's just so many things. There's old and new. So there's some, you get out of the downtown and it's nice, developed and beautiful. And in the old areas, right? So much history and such a diversity of cultures, colors, sounds, flavors. I mean, sounds, flavors, colors, right? This is why we live. That's what life.
Right? Like, I feel like he's filibustering.
Life is about. And it seems New Orleans knows how to have some color, man. It's amazing. And it seems like
that's racist.
So this week has been amazing for me I did a lot inner work while I was here.
Huh.
And
that's interesting.
Processed a lot of thoughts too. So where the future is going to bring from here, I'm going to go to Utah and spend some time with the part of the family that I didn't grow up with. I'm still getting to know them, but they're amazing people too. And then the plans to head back to Baltimore, reunite with my kitty Smokey. And I already have a number of ideas of what to do, so it's plenty of things to do.
We've heard that for how many years?
So many people love to be me.
I was going to say that I don't know if I figured out how to make it so that my guests could see comments, but you have a lot of criticism in the chat as usual. Zero surprises. I really like the name of this person. Disagreement is unacceptable in this cult. Now, if we're going to assume that there is a cult, then it would make sense that disagreement would be unacceptable, or else it wouldn't be a cult. So that's a legitimate name, and the profile picture is you. like exactly the way you look right now, but in front of your old fireplace. And it says, "I'm an insane person, sisters and brothers," which feels weird to read because I feel like it should say brothers and sisters instead of sisters and brothers. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well. So 9.5 out of 10 rating on your comment. And what else do we have here? Anything else? Anyway, it has been just a true pleasure to have you, Jack. I don't think that you are dangerous to society. And the only regret is that you didn't shave your beard off, which would have been so exciting for me to, I don't know, feel like I had something to do with. So
She wanted to
that's
shave
my only
him.
regret and my only complaint, but that was your opportunity.
Do you let women shave you?
Hella sus, Rose.
Why? Wait, why?
Oh no, I'm just throwing implications out there for fun. It's how I get my lulls.
I like to shave, man.
You do, don't you, you freak?
Yes,
I
it's
can see it.
cool.
You like to
It's
do it with a straight blade too, don't you?
yeah, it's like grooming them, and it's like they're trusting me for their appearance. It's like this is a big honor. Like, be steady, and I treat it like an art form. Guys are really sensitive about their beards.
To be like,
It's probably about the
Just
straight
can't-
razor by their face.
Exactly.
We could give a fuck less about the beard. We just like the skin that's underneath it.
And their jugular.
Right.
They like it. They trust me, and they should.
Stop men
They
from having
better.
beards. And that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to remind me of and all the other bitches out there that might be trying to get someone to shave their face before they're ready. That wasn't the reason why you came here, but it was a discussion. And now I'm challenging you to recognize that you never, ever, ever intended on shaving your beard. So every time that you led me on to think that it was a remote possibility was a minor deception.
Oh,
in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. She's making a move. I don't know what kind of move or where she's going, but she's definitely making some sort of move there.
Thank you. Thank you. What? She tied him to the kitchen chair, then she cut his hair. Who are you talking about?
You.
What? No. Stop it.
That's what he said, but you didn't.
That's not. She is making a move. And she's like, this is one. This is one. This is what she just said.
Feedback about your authenticity.
Oh.
Wow. I hope you don't carry that opinion for long, because I'm serious.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The timing didn't happen, right? And yes, at the very least, there will be a new, in my mind, the game plan currently, not to offer any spoilers, but when I return back in Baltimore, back at home, there will be a new look. And I'm re-encouraged inside. It's going to be like kind of a new start in a different way again. So each day is, though, kind of. Just not the substantial look changes that I'm imagining.
I was wondering if the extra random laughter was going to be creepy in person, and it's not. It's not creepy at all. I really enjoy it. The things that you laugh at
I
are
agree. It is
appropriately
not
at the
creepy.
time, and it's like having an
was Jack everything you thought he was when you met him?
He's basically, yeah, I can't say that I think there was really, he's what I expected, basically. He's a little bit, what's the
Short.
word I'm looking for? No, I knew that he was short. I didn't really, he's a little bit, like, thinner or frailer. He seems less sturdy than I guess I assumed he would be. But he's a vegan, so. But only slightly so. Mostly he was just exactly what you'd expect.
Okay.
a laugh track to life. When a personal laugh track. There's a lot to laugh about, and I like laughing about things. And also, I found out that we share a similar sense of humor, and people don't get it, and we don't care. We found
Look
someone
at
else
her
who has a sense of
love
humor and doesn't
bombing.
care if people get his humor or not. Welcome. Oh no, he left. King Stephen was here and he left.
Oh wow.
So excited because he's someone who also has a good sense of humor and doesn't care if people get his sense of humor, and then he left.
He is just that.
Oh man, I wonder if it was a mistake and he's going to come back, or if he just simply changed his mind. Oh man, come back, King Stephen. We like having you here. He adds value. Oh, thank God. I hope you heard how upset I was that you were gone when you're the perfect match for someone with, excuse me, sorry, someone with a sense of humor. And
Get
who doesn't
ready.
care if people don't get your sense of humor. Welcome, King Stephen.
Hello. I was going to say, it's not really a laugh track. Personal. You said that Jack has a personal laugh track. It's a Jack track. When Jack laughs, It's a Jack track when he's laughing along to life. It's a Jack track to life. Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome. It's a Jack track. Jack, I don't know if you'd be you without the beard. I think you might feel lost. I think you might be attached to it at this point, like emotionally or psychologically. What do you think?
It's getting warm and muggy, and the long hair and the long beard. I imagine it would be cooler with everything kind of cut short.
Yeah.
So,
Is it psychological though?
Epic
Is why you
insight
kept
there,
it? You
Jack.
kept
Hold on, can we replay that truth bomb that Jack just dropped?
Someone with a sense of humor and who doesn't care if people don't get your sense of humor. Welcome, King Stephen.
Hello. I was going to say, it's not really a laugh track. Personal. He said that Jack has a personal laugh track. It's a Jack track. When Jack laughs, it's a Jack track when he's laughing along to life. It's a Jack track to life. Yeah.
Thanks, Steven.
You're welcome. It's a Jack track. Jack, I don't know if you'd be you without the beard. I think you might feel lost. I think you might be attached to it at this point, like emotionally or psychologically.
Now listen to
What do
this
you think?
insight.
It's getting warm and muggy, and the long hair and the long beard. I imagine it would be cooler with everything cut short.
Yeah.
So,
Is it psychological though?
I'm
Is
gonna
why you've kept
screen
it? If
record
you
that
kept it
right now.
because
I'll be right back.
It's kind of like a.
You what?
I'll be right back. I got to screen record that before I forget about it. That was too much wisdom packed into one observation. Go ahead.
Gotcha.
Comfortable now for you.
well, part of me wanted to kind of step into the yogi idea, my own path of,
Well, Margot, how do you King Ojo says King Stephen is a straight up weirdo. He's definitely a peculiar person, but I do like how he tries to be the guy from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood though. Like, who was he? Remember who was he, Margot, in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Mr. Rogers, when they went to that little ferry. Remember that ferry? That little
Oh yeah.
would go to that different. There was that
Is
king.
that what you're calling Jack
But it
now?
was King Friday.
King Friday. That's who King Stephen. But he uses that little puppet.
Yes.
I love that.
I think King Stephen
don't care
is hilarious. I don't. I mean,
Yeah, King
I don't
Friday.
take him seriously. I don't think he wants anyone to take him seriously. Maybe he does. I don't know. I enjoy his humor.
Stephen King. He's funny. Once he gets on one, it's like he's like just having an own party in his head, and we're just there witnessing
Oh,
it.
you get ready. He's got some funny zingers coming up.
Okay.
what I look like. I really, truly don't. I mean, I feel blessed with what God has given me, but my hair and the beard, it's just a costume, man.
Yeah, I'm not even taking that approach or that angle. Like Samson had his hair, and that's where he got his strength.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the look; it was about the power and the security. And then once it was trimmed, he felt like he was weaker. When I think it was Delilah, Samson, and Delilah, she cut the long hair. He didn't feel like himself. So do you think that you could get over it if you cut your hair and trimmed your beard? If you'd feel like the same Jack Palcott, or would you feel different?
No, actually, the long hair and beard is the long beard is a newer development for me. And part of my thought process is the reality we live in. You know, recently with the news break of the events in Iran, I'm picturing, several of the people I'd like to speak to, Trump and Vance and, the other characters. They're all clean cut, right?
Yeah.
So I can assume they would receive what I offer with more respect if I was clean cut.
I think that's a mistake.
Right? So,
Well, if you were clean cut and you kind of wore something, maybe a suit rather than the zip up hoodie.
This man is trying to walk straight into the White House and get an audience with the president as a coach. He needs to not look the same as everybody else. He needs to make himself distinct from the others. And yeah, I don't know that I think that his list of achievements as a life coach will do it. So if that beard is going to set you apart from it,
Right? Well, he seems to have this distinguished look. Y'all remember that movie with Tom Cruise when he was the veteran in the wheelchair fighting for the veterans? Like Jack almost has that same look. It's like he has to keep that look. He needs that look to stand out, like you say, and to be the face of the cause. That is, it's a very distinguished look that a lot of homeless people have.
And even if you put a turban on, Honestly, I think that if you put a turban on or something, I don't even think that's disrespectful because people these days will wear turbans in solidarity with Indian people.
They prefer to be called
Punjabis and the
roofless.
Sikhs. They respect
Oh, that's right. Ruthless. On my bad.
the turban, and they might embrace you, saying, "Well, Jack, you're somebody that embraces all cultures. You're a man of peace worldwide. You're not just for one group." I mean, so I don't know. They might see you more as a guru figure if you wore a turban. What do you think? What are your thoughts on that, Rose? Do you think Jack should don a turban?
If he's going to keep this ridiculously long beard, then yeah, the turban would match. And then he should also adopt the outfit as well. But I would also encourage him maybe to use some heat styling, straightening, if he was going to keep the beard that long. But we all agree, even Jack agrees, that it at least needs to be trimmed.
Yeah, we all agree on that.
He's trying to advertise himself as he wants to be the front man of an idea. So it's not that he wants everyone to come together and everyone to be the public speaker. Jack wants it to be about Jack as the messenger. So he better get his act together. And I mean that literally and figuratively, right, King Stephen?
Yes, he wants it to be about the message. You know.
Oh, Jack better straighten up because she is not happy about that beard not being trimmed.
So they have these little brawn trimmers, cordless rechargeable trimmers. That's what I use for my beard. It just takes like 2 minutes and it's trimmed up. You set it to a certain setting. You can leave it at the setting you like. And it's very easy to clean. It's no mess. It just takes 2 minutes and you're done. Once you trimmed it off like that long, it might take a while the first time. But you get what I'm saying? Like it's very low maintenance then. That's how I look at it. So I used to have long hair, Jack. I'm not somebody that's always had short hair. I had long hair as a teenager. I grew my hair long at 16, 17. And I kept my hair longer than yours into my 20s. It was halfway, almost all the way down my back. So this was a long time ago, though. Sorry, Rose?
That's wonderful. I think being able to have long hair is a great thing. It's a sign of health. And for me, just because of like when they put me on chemo when I was a teenager, it's hard to get my hair past a certain length. Jack, who do you think has longer hair, me or Jason? Because me and Jason are both trying to grow our hair as long as possible. And he does a whole routine. And takes more time. So I think his is longer now, don't you think?
I didn't look closely. That
So
would
it's
be
similar.
my impression, but
Then it's a tie.
It's close.
What does he use? Does he use that horse and mane shampoo or something? There's
When
some kind
we
of
met-
shampoo for growing it.
When we met, he did have that in the shower as one of the options. But now, because of my best friend convincing him, he's using like 5 products from something called Modern Nature. And if he likes it, it works for him. And so that's great. But I stopped using it because my hair is too much of a tangled afro that I use a very, very strong conditioner called Humectress. If anybody needs help, like
Oh, is that for the Jufro or what is the,
it must
is the
be.
conditioner?
I went like 37 years of my life without knowing that I could get a conditioner this strong. And then I ended up using my own grandmother's shower. And even though her hair was all short at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, this conditioner. So now that my grandma died, I'm so happy that her conditioner lives on through me and it helps me. So she did something for me that will help me for the rest of my life, which is
Conditioner
electric
legacy.
conditioner. So
Wow.
so that I can be, so it's possible for me to grow out my hair as long as I don't let it get dry without brushing it or don't straighten it, it won't become a dreadlock. But King Stephen, if in nature, if the apocalypse comes and I don't have electricity, I'm
Holy, right? Or is it just me? Is it just me? If it's just me, tell me.
I like my brain staticked out for a minute. I don't know
Right.
how we got here.
Right. I'm still trying to figure it out too. So, all right. Woo.
Yeah, I gotta
goodness.
go, guys.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Chica.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot. That's a lot. But I think that good for them. Good for them. And I hope they do well together. And it sounds like they have some things that they're working on too. Right?
They're working on each other is my suspicion.
What?
Just like always, think about the dynamic that Paul and Jack had for years. Each one is trying in their own way to establish themselves as dominant or superior, whatever, over the other one. Right? They're clamoring for male hierarchy position.
Gotcha. I don't know.
Neither one of them will win. I think that Rose and Jack probably do a very similar thing, just not, obviously not the male dominance hierarchy. I don't know. Maybe Rose has a paralyzed penis down there. I haven't seen it, but
yeah. Oh, did you hear Margot earlier? I forgot to mention it, but she did earlier on Tarek. She clarified that she did not really send her nudes to you.
that is correct. She has never sent any nudes to me.
Yeah, I
was in
never.
the chat and I confirmed it.
I had never heard it, so I was like, "Oh wow, okay, great," but I never heard it. But so, yay! All right, well, other than that, I guess I'm done. I was pissed because those motherfuckers were talking about me, but
Who was?
me
Jack and Rose?
No, Showering Cowboy.
Oh yeah, Sharon Cowboy.
And so I was misled. Why were you misled, oh Joe? Well, and then plus I have the truce with Tarek, so I can't really bring anything up on him.
Fuck
other
that
than
shit. Betray him.
Betray him. Yeah.
He'll do
Well,
it to you the minute that Lindsay tells him to.
well, I just think that it's interesting to see how he runs his panel. And you say it's the spirit of OTW, but I see it as something deeper than that. And it's interesting to watch that. Showering Cowboy.
Y'all ain't ready.
I think I have a clip, but I think he's just part of the. No, I don't even know where it's at. Well, it's this other guy, Showering Cowboy, that I used to work with, and we had a falling out. Oh, hang on. I sent you the flow state clip about Rose. Okay, let's see that real quick. And we had a falling out. So for some reason, he's decided to rear his head up 40 years later. And it's just.
Well, tell him I said what up.
Well, I hate when I tried to go on the panel and talk to him earlier, and he didn't like what I was saying. And he threw me
Did you know that was? Did you know that he wasn't going to like it when you went to go up there?
No, I didn't. I didn't because I was calm. I call him Showering Cowboys because he does lives while he takes a shower, and he likes to jump up and down, and it's kind of peculiar. It's in it's almost like he does it. Like, you know how I was talking about MK Ultra, right? Like he's hypnotizing women, and
he's just doing thirst shit, right? It's just thirst,
right?
And it's not all of his shit; it's just some of his shit. But and he wears a cowboy hat, which I mean, a black guy who wears a cowboy hat, and
you, hang on, hang on. Yeah, you actually reviewed one of his things one time.
I did, yeah, with that other dude. I don't even remember when it was. I do a lot of streams.
607 Unc. This guy.
That is a great introduction to both of them, actually.
Yeah. So okay, so you know how like this guy and Paul remind me of each other.
You should just not try to explain it. Just let it roll, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is who I call Showering Cowboy, and this is the person that I first got introduced to YouTube. Like, if it wasn't for him, I would never even have a YouTube
This
page.
is so good. Yeah.
The feds was watching him anyway. All them goofy ass up there want to blame Rain, want to this and that, but you got murdered for hire a few months later.
Who got murdered for hire a few months later?
Yellow Belly, DeAndre Conway.
Yellow Belly?
Yes, Leah. Yes.
Hold up. This that new but it's that view skit. I swear to God, what the wrong with you, gang? We in Texas. You a gangster or a cowboy? Stop playing with me.
Man, I'm just mind my business. Huh?
What's up with the cowboy hat?
It's part of my heritage.
Part of your who?
Part of my heritage.
Part of your heritage.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's that? Jesus under your eye?
Yeah, it says Jesus saved.
Jesus said, yeah, you probably need saving. Okay, listen. This is that new in that view skit. Let the people know who you is. Hold on. Let the people know who you is, please.
Everybody know me as the devil in my city.
The devil?
Yeah.
So
Diablo Azuliano. Los caras el todo poderoso.
What?
No.
Who?
I want y'all to know he is dead ass serious when he says that. He's dead
Which
ass serious.
makes me happy as fuck.
He is dead ass serious. But like, yeah, like we all think he's playing. He's not. Like he's not.
La gotta boo, what you say?
Yeah, they know.
What are you? Come on, gang, stop playing with me. What are you?
I'm a 7.
Huh?
I'm a 7.
Come on, gang. You a 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you say you voodoo, hoodoo, what?
No, I don't do no voodoo. I just.
No, I ain't say you do voodoo. I'm trying to say what the language you just speaking in.
I was speaking Spanish.
Why you speaking Spanish? You ain't Mexican, gang?
I know many languages.
Are you Mexican? Let's start there.
I'm Indian.
Are you Indian Mexican?
Whichever two.
Right. But you had that mask on, like Yellow Beezy running around in here.
Who, Yellow Belly?
Oh, Yellow who?
Yellow Belly. He gonna fly.
What you mean he gonna fly?
He gonna fly.
Gang, what's your problem with Yellow Beezy? I f with Yellow Beezy.
He know.
What he know?
Just like he told Boosie, he know.
He know what?
He know what he did to Motree. He know what he did.
Oh
What
man,
he do?
I can't.
I don't know. I mean, he got charged for the murder, but I don't know if he
You
did.
what?
No, I'm not in the streets, gang.
Okay.
But what is your problem with
I was gonna tell you how he got his introduction to YouTube. So he was at he had a stroke and he went to the hospital. He spent some time in the hospital. He got out of the hospital and he had problems here in what's just like it's called South Dallas. And just so to give you a perspective, South Dallas is like where Martin Luther King Boulevard is. And of course, we know in any town, that's the worst neighborhood.
Yeah.
So he's from that neighborhood. And so somebody was online, they were Facebook beefing, and they said, I'm going to kidnap your niece and da 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 her. Right. And he's autistic. Like he's got a whole story.
No.
Like if I told y'all his story, it would just y'all would be like, Cynthia, why are you such a bitch to him? But
She has told me, I think most of it, and she is a bitch.
I'm a total bitch to this guy. But guys, y'all don't understand. Like
He likes it.
He be pushing my buttons, right? And so tonight he was talking shit about me, and so we were beefing. But he got on the bus. He still had on those socks from that you get from the hospital, you know, the yellow ones. And he went and he fought this whole entire gang of people. There was like 5 of them, and one of them had a gun. And when the gun fell out, but none of them ever knocked him down. Like he never went down to the ground. And basically he beat it, and it went viral overnight. I was trying to look for it, but give me a little bit longer. So he's known for that. Like he's a fighter through and through. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit because pay attention, y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all some stuff. And then like, you're going to, oh, okay. So pay attention to him.
Yellow Beezy?
I feel like he, he pretended to hire all them guys and ran down the freeway on Motree.
You say he ran down the freeway?
Yeah, he did it himself. He got his get back.
He ain't do it himself. That people, I saw the tape. It wasn't him out there, was it?
He the only one that fit the body description.
What you mean? They got him for murder for hire. They didn't say he committed the murder.
But that's just a dummy.
What you mean the dummy?
And welcome to Mafia City.
Come on, gang. Y'all, you losing me. What? Come on, let's go back. Let's go back.
We still don't even know who killed Kennedy.
Come on, why are you talking about Kennedy? We talking about Yellow Beezy, gang?
Because we talking about Geminis.
I ain't saying nothing about no Gemini. What's wrong with you?
Melvin Nova was a Gemini.
Why are we talking about Gemini? We talk about Yellow Beezy.
JFK was a Gemini.
Why are we talking about JFK?
Because they got us on the same freeway.
Well, can we stay on one subject at a time?
I hate Yellow Belly.
I'm a Gemini rising.
Who?
Yellow Belly.
Let's stay on Yellow. Why you got a problem with Yellow Beezy? Where this come from?
Because he ain't from my city.
He is from Texas.
So, of course, y'all know Texas, we have this other case going where one rapper had another rapper killed and he was shot on the highway like at 4:30 in the afternoon. It was insane. I had footage of it. I was looking for it, but I found the fight. I found the fight that he got famous for. So let me just stop that real quick and let me bring this fight up. So you're going to see this video of him reviewing him having this fight. So this
I have not seen this, so I'm excited for this.
Yeah, so okay.
I know
So
Joe is a boxing fanatic. Apparently, I just learned so he can critique.
so I have his videos of him boxing, of his boxing match. Like when my boxing videos are of him, he's in there fighting. So this is him. This is when I was working with him. So this is our, this is our era, if you will, because it was an era, right? And then we've had a falling out. It's who's conducting that interview. It's a gentleman by the name of 607 Unk, and he does like urban interviews, and he kind of clips them together in that funny comedic style. And today on live Showering Cowboy, his name is Duke, but I call him Showering Cowboy. Duke called 607 Unk, and he was saying that he's now in Las Vegas, and I think he's filming like some sort of thing out there. So, like, as much as I make fun of this guy is connected. Like, he has a video on Amazon Prime. He's been on the We Network on Hip Hop and Homicide episode. So anyway, so this is him, and
Can
this
you
is
just be mean to him? Good plan. Go
listen,
ahead.
guys.
You're an expert strategist.
So listen, there's just something about him that just grinds my gears, right? It just really
You
grinds
can't
my
take it out on like Caucasian Sasquatch or somebody.
right. So okay, so this here goes.
They're not even hitting me with their knuckles.
Okay, hang on.
Look at it.
Go.
When I get the nigga that you're trying to get, you gotta grab hold of him. This is why when I grabbed a hold of them and all them punches that they were doing, they were punching me with their wrists. They wasn't like punching, like trying to hurt me or nothing like that, right? So what I'm saying is I'm a dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So let me just, let me pat myself on the back. Like the shirt he's wearing, like at the time, I used to have this thing going where all content creators who would like get a design and stuff together, we would create an example merch and then he would wear it. So this was like one of the
Don't worry,
chapters.
Joe. We'll watch it soon.
I was okay. Shut up.
like I'm a dog. When it comes to this shit right here, I was doing this shit when I was a child. I was banging on the enemy when I was a child, right? In my teens. Like I banged like this. I was way more efficient when I was younger. But this is what I'm saying. You let one nigga spook you and all his partners spook you. Fam, I didn't even hit the ground. My knee hit the ground, but I didn't touch the ground at all. I didn't fold at all. Sir, you don't have a chance. You see this right here? Now this knocked all the wind out of me. This year I was practicing MMA as well. That knocked all the wind out of him. This knocked the fight out of him. They jumped me because he was getting tired. Look. They're not even hitting me with their knuckles. Look at them. They can't even contain me. And then you ran. As soon as they got you up, you ran. Sco, I'm only giving you like I'm just trying to show you. Where was you going? Look at Sco. This is how you hawk a nigga down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you. It's 6 niggas in you. Hold on, you heard what I said? This is what I was saying the whole time. That's what I want. Listen to me. That's me. That's what I want. That's me. I want this static. Keep punching. Y'all ain't doing them and making me stronger. Like I'm absorbing the punches. I'm still moving. Like, that's what I want. Like, Scope, I want you to try. I want you, my nigga, I want you to
I
get
love
a
his
blessing.
energy.
I
I'm
want
not
you to
even being
let this shit
ironic.
translate so I can go on.
What?
I'm not even being. I'm
What?
not even being ironic. I fucking love his energy.
Oh my God! What
Dude,
the
it's
fuck?
so good. This dude, he wants it. He's not even kidding.
No, he doesn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He says all this, but then when I come around, I get blocked.
He doesn't want it from you. You're scary. He wants it from these 6 dudes.
Like, no. And so Leah girl, so yes, he will have like 20,000 subs, and he goes batshit crazy, and he just does the craziest lives, and everybody gets him out. He's on his like snafu snaps. He's on his like 50th channel. And so right now, but everybody knows how to find him, and he has 300 to 400 in his chat, which is, I don't get it. Okay.
Go piece you up, fam. Like, this is what I want. Like, I be waiting on niggas like you, fam. Especially goofy ass, slob ass nigga, dumb ass, mutt dog, with
no.
He
baby
loves
tree
this shit,
frog
and I love
looking
that he
ass
loves
niggas.
it.
I be waiting on niggas like you.
You're gassing him up.
Will
Oh
you
my
will you
God.
put this link backstage so I can like watch this in the
You see
morning?
how tired?
Yes, you're like gassing him up.
He deserves to be gassed up.
Oh my
This shit is great.
What?
Yeah,
All
my
right.
favorite. Like, you can just read his body language and the look in his eyes. Like, he wants to go back there right now. He's tired of reviewing this. He wants to go fight
Bro,
him again.
okay, so it's funny you say that, because this fight is actually, it's on Amazon Prime. You know how like they do, like you were showing that video last night, like you know how they have like street fights of da da da. He was on Street Fights of Dallas, and this video's on there. So
You see how tired this goofy ass, weird ass 4'9" queen ass nigga? This nigga tired, bitch. That nigga tired in the hole. Like, I'm just slanging him around. He can't do anything. He tired. He don't got no wind. He sit up and drink and snort powder all the time. I don't doing no drugs. Man, I'm gonna hawk you down, fam. I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in you, cuz. Like, I'm for real. These niggas reaching for guns and shit. The one nigga in the black jacket, he dropped a revolver. See, it's a dangerous situation. Niggas reaching to shoot me because I won't stop, right? The nigga in the black jacket dropped his gun though. But fam, you ain't dangerous. You don't stay dangerous, cuz. Stop this shit. I'm like a pit bull in the jungle, cuz. Like, I'm really vicious, family. Like, we built different. I'm built like the Tasmanian devil. I got little legs, and my upper body is built kind of like this, like a triangle. Like, we built different. Like we built different. We don't even move the same in the videos. Like, you goofy as hell, fam. You down there in the fetal position. Look at your homeboy hit me with his wrist.
it's funny you say that, because yes, is it's okay. Let's just keep watching.
Look at how chill he is there. He's living his best life.
Hitting a nigga in the back of the head, that don't do shit, fam. Like, that ain't nothing but bone and skull back there, cuz. Like, you gotta hit niggas on buttons and shit. It's 3 right here. Like, y'all, you got to break niggas' noses and shit. Hit a nigga eye socket. Like, fam. Put you down there praying to Jesus, nigga. Look at these niggas.
What?
Look, I never touched the ground, just the knee, because a nigga holding my leg, pulling me off of you. Why is everybody running? Niggas losing their shoes and shit. And look at me. Do you see me right there? I look like the fucking Bigfoot or something, nigga, like Bigfoot sighting. This nigga, he was scared to grab his shoe because I was already off of the knee. Everybody was running because I still want to fight. Fam, you not tough like that, dog. This Texas toast right here, fam. I mean, like, nigga, this was a big fight. This was the biggest of the biggest. Because, nigga, wasn't nobody big and bad doing no shit like this. Bro, this nigga ain't no goddamn joke. This nigga left from South Dallas, from his hood. He came to them niggas' hood, cripping hard in the bitch, and walked away with no bruises, no scars, didn't get shot, nothing. You didn't hurt my pride. Y'all niggas' pride was fucked up. If you watch the video and watch the comments, people will show you, nigga, you was a bum. Look at this nigga. He lost his shoe in the wake and he's scared to pick his shoe up. Look at case one. Look, this nigga tired as hell. Look at him backing up because look at me.
It's funny I'm showing this video because him and K-Swan, like this video was like years ago. And him and K-Swan supposedly, like K-Swan says they had a fight because a couple of weeks ago he got into a fight and he was really knotted up. I think I still have the clip. And they're saying that K-Swan is saying they got into another fight and he finally got his leg back. Duke is saying that's not true. You made that whole story up. So nobody really knows what happened, but supposedly him and K-Swan.
You're saying one of these 6 dudes who's running away is now claiming that they met up and fought later and he won?
Well, years later, because supposedly this fight happened like 2 to 3 weeks ago, and this video that we're watching is from like at least 20.
You cannot spread obvious fake rumors like that on
my
God on my homie Duke Farrakhan, because you know that that didn't happen.
Well, that's what he's saying, but so the story is the K-Swan guy is on can't be out there, and so he had to retract the story because he didn't want to get caught up in situations. But Duke is saying no, that there was a female that was getting attacked and he stepped in and fought.
I don't really believe that either. Like, no, that's way too virtuous of a story for.
I'm looking to see, do I have the footage of the last fight? Hang on. Let's finish this.
I'm already in the get that nigga position. Look at all these niggas' legs running. Where you niggas going? Skull. He can't even fucking breathe. You see him? This is how I'ma have you, but it's gonna be minus all them niggas. I'm gonna knock you out, Skull. I'm gonna knock you out. When I come to LA in June, I wanna knock you out. All right. We can do it with the gloves, the MMA gloves, or whatever. But I want to knock you out.
It's nice of him to offer to play Warcraft.
So I don't have the video of the last fight.
But you see how apprehensive he by himself, and he's scared. Like he's scared. Look, and I'm still standing tall.
See, that's
like a light pole. You dig?
Like a Bigfoot.
That shit don't affect me.
Because you're Texas toast.
Stop it. So anyways, that's what, so he you know, Gilly the Kid. Do you know that guy, that rapper from New York?
The name's familiar.
So him and Gilly the Kid had a situation and they were going back and forth for social media for a minute. At the Nipsey Hussle funeral, they had a situation. So but let's go back to the. So I just wanted y'all to know.
How are you not friends with Texas Toast? Like, how did you fuck that up? This dude is sitting here just talking shit on all 7 of the dudes that he beat up or whatever.
Well,
This is an excellent thing.
Well,
is this the guy you assaulted with a pint glass at the bar or something, or a brick?
yeah. Well, I didn't assault him. Okay, I just happened to cause a situation at the
He
bar
headbutted your glass or something.
on the live stream,
Yeah,
and I had to get carried out of the club because
I'm sure they did that. They left you out of there because it's really dangerous. For
the
people.
video. He has the video. When he gets mad at me, he plays it. I'm here.
So you see this shit going on, you're like, who I want to get in fights with? That guy.
And so, hang on. Let me see if he'll come. I don't know. He really doesn't like me, but he does.
Invite him over. Who cares?
Please,
I'll gas him up because he's gassing me up.
Come by and meet the powdered Dusty.
Do you?
Okay, please. I am
Look
sorry.
Look at you. Being all
for
polite
my
and shit.
behavior, for my behavior. I got to do this publicly because he's that type of guy. So here, we'll see. Because he was live earlier talking about me, so it may be too soon. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
all you can do is try, and if it doesn't work, it wasn't meant to be. And if it does work,
but I definitely got you in the game though. With doing that. So we worked together. You know what?
Chicken butt?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let him just share all the wonderful things he has to say about me.
I'll be right back in just a second. I'm grabbing a drink of water. I've seen this.
Okay. Okay.
Man, well, he from Terrell.
What?
He from Terrell. He not from Dallas. He from Terrell with a state house.
Right. Right. And what's your problem? I asked what's the problem. Because he's from Turtle, that don't mean that's a problem.
Well, my first problem, he jumped Roy Lee, long live Roy Lee, and then he ran down on Mo 3, and he Bubba.
Who's Bubba?
Oh, okay.
He 5'7" dicks. Yeah. I believe so. They either set him up or something. But there's a lot of word on the street, but I don't like him, so I'm gonna say he did it.
But what if he come for you?
Man, he gonna fly.
Oh God, what you mean he gonna fly?
Man, that fly.
So you gonna get him?
He ain't got no choice but to fly.
So do we know you got smoke with you, or you?
He know who Mr. EE is.
Who, Mr. Ooh?
Mr. EE. He know me.
EE?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
Eat or get 8.
Eat or get 8.
Yeah.
Right. And you represent Mo 3. To the fullest.
Man, I represent death.
Huh? Come on, gang. What you talking about? What the f you talking about? You represent death.
That's what I represent.
But you said you're here representing Mo 3.
I didn't say that. He represent himself. I said I represent death.
Come on, gang. You said you sliding for Mo 3.
I never said that.
Then why you into it with Yellow Beezy then?
Because he jumped Roy Lee.
Who was Roy Lee?
He's a comedian who shouldn't have never died.
Come on, gang. Come on, gang. You need some medication. You okay?
Man, look.
You talk about comedians that should never die, gang? I'm confused. I thought we talked about Yellow Beezy. And your problem with Yellow Beezy, but your problem with the comedian? I'm confused.
No. He jumped a comedian and then he had someone shoot a comedian.
Oh.
The comedian backed away.
So it's another murder.
Yeah.
So Yellow Beezy got a lot of hats then.
Yeah, but he's scared though. He's like,
how you all them hats?
I mean, you're supposed to do your own work.
Right.
Where we from, you're supposed to do your own work.
Right. So what happened at the time he was in the when they shot him up?
He ain't paid the toll.
Pay what toll?
Yeah, the toll on the tollway, he ain't paid it. So he had to get shot.
What you mean he had to get shot? But didn't Mo 3?
He said,
Are you back?
Yeah, it's funny, huh? Where's people?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so all right. So
all right.
So did I even tell you about the 180, the 187 he talked about, and then the victim's sister came up and did a live for him? Did I ever tell you about that?
I don't believe so. If you did, it fell out of my brain.
Okay, so I'm looking.
Why do you have like that apprehensive tone of voice?
Because I'm looking for the video.
Oh.
It breaks my heart every single time I see it. But I will say He's actually live right now. So
go in the live chat and be like, "Hey, end your stream and come over here."
let me.
I'm just kidding. We can wait, or you know how to push this
Look,
button.
they're over there talking about me still. See, and y'all want me to be nice and be like, why are you talking about them? They're over there talking about me right fucking now. This is the shit that gets me fucking irritated. I tried to be nice. Y'all heard me say I was sorry for my behavior, and now they got a half-bald woman acting like it's me. Get the fuck out of here. This is what I mean. You can't be nice to people. You can't be nice to them. You can't.
Cynthia, you can be nice to them. You just have to actually be nice.
But I tried.
You're just bad at it, but we'll get you there. You can do it.
No, okay. Let's go over
You'll
there.
get better at being nice.
We're gonna have to, because they're not gonna. They have me blocked from everything. Like I'm gonna fucking come through the screen and hurt them. Like
They've
they're
got you on the
pussies.
terrorist
They're
watch
fucking
list.
pussies. Okay, but here we go. So apparently this is me. So I guess I just heard them.
You gotta involve yourself to feel like you involved.
See,
when you was already involved and you didn't appreciate the involvement.
What?
If that makes sense.
Okay, let me see if I'm still blocked. Hey, sorry.
Hold on. Cynthia, look at me. Look at me.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Look at me.
I'm gonna drop it.
You ain't gotta do all that extra shit. Just let it be what it be, like you said. See, you can't say one thing, but your actions show another. Cause a nigga like me.
Okay,
paying attention.
I put it in the back.
Cynthia, you not looking at me.
See, they're stressing me out already.
Whose voice is that?
Okay, so
if you can make friends with Snafu Snaps and have a treaty with Tarek.
Nah, this is personal. What's wrong, Snow? What's going on? So I put the thing in the back chat if you want to go over there for a minute. What's wrong?
You want me to go over there and be like, "Hi, I'm Cynthia's friend"?
Well, I put, let's see what happens.
I'll just hit him up a different day.
He was giving out a code to somebody who was watching.
Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me see. I bet you I'm still blocked. Wait. Oh, where did it go? Okay, well, let's go back and see. They always
This
block.
is what I've been telling people. 2 years ago, when I first met you, I had no idea about all these people. I had no idea that you were that the man who's known as what he said, the devil, that the devil himself has your ass blocked because you go around terrorizing him. But I knew when I saw you, I said, Cynthia is the most dangerous person on this panelverse. You motherfuckers need to be careful
Stop
around
it. Oh, hey, yeah. Hey, oh, look, I'm not blocked. Okay, hey, because look, I'm up there. Hey, sorry.
You don't have a share screen.
Oh. All right.
It's certain shit that a motherfucker saying, man, that you just gotta pay attention to.
I am live and speaking good.
You know what I mean?
You.
There's certain shit you gotta pay attention
to. Stop by.
Let's get back to the motherfucking video, y'all.
Come by.
So we still got about an hour left.
Oh my god.
So if we rocking, let's keep rocking.
Yeah, you really got family that love.
Right.
So what did you do now? Why are they mad at you now?
Because I was trolling in the chat. Because I was being friendly in my own unique way.
Type a 1 in the chat if after seeing that fight video, if you think that this is who you should fuck with.
No, stop it. That's not true.
There's not going to be any ones down there because only you are crazy.
Okay, hang on. Listen, All right, guys. Y'all talk amongst yourself for a second. I'm gonna take us.
It's just me and me up here, guys. I don't know.
You want to
I got
talk
this. I got this. We're just
Duke, if you're down there, this is Flow State. He would be interested. He thinks that you're the Texas toast and he loves your energy. I just played the video of the fight on Park Row. I'm trying to give them a back history of our past.
yeah. We
So-
just watched the video of the fight, and I just want to introduce myself. There you go.
Yeah, so hang on. Oh, listen. Dang, he's go back. Huh.
Texas. How did he land? The fact that he was searching and then he landed on Texas toast is fucking.
Oh, he's a word wizard. That's
I mean,
the
like,
first person.
how do you land there? Like, of all the phrases you could pull out, like, Texas toast is the fucking best one, and it's not one that I would think of. I think I would have gone with something that sounds harder than Texas toast. Texas toast, literally, it's soft ass bread, but it's but yeah, no, it's perfect. Anyways,
okay.
I guess the powder dusty, yeah.
So
soft is the new hard. Snow, come up here and let's get into your drama as well.
Yeah, please, Snow. Let's do.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like the sporadic communications I've had with you over the last 3 days do not combine to make a coherent picture of what the fuck is happening.
Well, I don't understand. Okay. So this is Duke explaining.
Rocky, you're not blocked. I'll double check and make sure you're not blocked, but I'm pretty sure you're not blocked.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's Duke. I was going to show more stuff, but if he's not going to come by, I'm not going to promote him.
Well, we can try again a different day when you haven't just been antagonizing them.
I know. Sometimes it's hard for me to play nice with people. It's just, that's what I mean. It's hard for me to fake it sometimes.
That's why I know. That's why I said we'll get you one of these days. We'll teach you how to be nice to people.
It's just really like there's just something deep inside of me that just irritates everything. Like I just get so irritated.
That's the hatred.
Yeah, well, it's just like they just grind my gears.
Yeah. And someday we'll unpack that too, and we'll get deep into like whatever childhood trauma caused you to be this evil, hateful person. But in the meantime, you're having fun. You're going to church, right? We got everything, all the important bases covered.
Yeah,
I'm entertained.
I definitely go to church. Oh, hang on. She did send some messages to me. Yeah, the narratives are brewing. It's summertime. That's what happens every summer. Some
and
people
the living's easy. Snow, hit the fucking link. You've been making mopey ass kind of vague comments down there for what, an hour and a half now. Come on up. I don't think Pharaoh's coming.
No, he's
because
not.
Cynthia Dan scared him away.
I didn't mean to.
She scared the devil away the day that I wanted to meet him.
So I went up there and I spoke genuinely from my heart how I felt, and apparently it was offensive.
What genuine feeling did you express? There are feelings that can be offensive.
That I was over it, that I didn't like the way he spoke to me, that I lost interest and was no longer interested in helping him, and that he was incapable of receiving honor and respect, and that.
So I see why it was offensive. It sounds kind of offensive.
And so it's not my problem. You just go on with life, and you don't have to be. Why was Kate? I don't know why he was upset.
So your sincere feelings were that he doesn't have honor or respect, and you're.
but I was calm. I wasn't being loud.
So what?
I wasn't
Yeah.
cussing or anything. I was like, I tried my hardest.
That's
You
probably makes it worse.
and so it just didn't. Yeah, and so he got really upset and was like,
Excuse
kick her
me,
out. I
ma'am.
don't even want to see her.
Ma'am, please. I just think that you're a cunt.
I don't care what you think. That's
But
what you. That's the attitude you have
Cynthia,
to have.
Cynthia, I'm saying, please, I'm trying to say this politely to you. You're a fucking bitch. Okay.
Mhm.
I was polite. Come on.
I didn't listen. We got to stop thinking everything's insulting just because it doesn't sound what you want it to sound like. It was honest. I had a good tone. I didn't cuss him out, and I did insult him. Was like, "You stupid motherfucker." I didn't
You
say
said
none
he
of
didn't
that.
have honor or respect.
But he didn't. What am I supposed to say? Like, this is what I'm saying. I can't make it up. I don't even feel right.
Why
saying
was it? Why did you bother to tell him? Right? There's lots of people I don't
This is
respect,
called this
and I
whole
don't go.
story.
I don't go hunt them down to be like, oh, hey, by the way, you know what? I don't have respect for you. Okay, speak
Well,
easy.
I didn't hunt him down. He happened to be doing a live, and in the live, they were talking about me and they were accusing me of things that were semi true, but not 100% true. So,
How? What's the split on the true versus not true? Like
I
90,
was
10,
guilty by
8?
association. But I never actually committed the crime that he's accusing people of. But
It's
I
about the
was right
possibility.
there riding along with it. Snow, can I get a mic check? Snow.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me good?
Yes.
Can you hear me good?
We can
Yes.
hear you good.
Sweet.
So that's what
Hi,
had happened.
guys.
Hey,
Hi,
Chica.
Snow. Cynthia.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
Chica. What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong. It's just the same old BS. These people are insane. Okay, so don't you think that your story kind of like reminds you of the story from the shooting in Vegas and the story that's being
My story or
wrote
her
right
story?
now over Cynthia's with Tarek and what's going on with that mad crazy
Yeah, all
insane
of
lady.
us have people that we could definitely see shooting us.
Word. Welcome to the stage, Uncle Brixton. I don't think I've ever
Hey, what's
heard.
good?
Hello.
Something you see newspaper print article. Noogers.
What?
Who are you? Who
I
is
think we
Niggers.
did we just get in-bombed?
Yeah.
Niggers.
Man, this is a lame
Right.
troll.
The right, like he loved,
Well,
like
come on, man. That's like
at first I
an
thought he was
Xbox, bro.
British. I thought he was British for a second, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what's happening?"
He's just gay. He's just gay.
But
Oh
yeah,
man, that was bad intro.
Yeah. What?
Who was that guy, Cynthia? Do you know who that was?
What a weak ass attack.
Who was that? Huh?
It was just somebody that came up.
Sir, you should be ashamed of that.
Oh, wow.
Your troll buddies would not be impressed, as we are not either.
No, that was like he didn't
Do
even
better.
Yeah,
Both of these women up here are way more formidable than you are, and I'm not even like that is the facts.
Thank you.
You two are more dangerous than most people.
What? That's not true. All right. So Snow, what's going on, Chica?
Me?
Yeah, because
nothing. I mean, it's the same old garbage. Seriously. Okay, where do you want me to start? I feel like I don't even want to give it any attention, but it's
Yes, you
brewing. It's brewing. They're making it a mesh pot.
Do you have to take a
From
shit? What's
hell.
brewing?
Who's it brewing between?
Not
Your
quite
butt
yet.
cheek. You got to fart.
Well, somehow I'm involved.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
How
every
did you
tiny
involve
little thing I
yourself?
say, they take it. How did I? Well, from being a friend, that's how it started off with. But that was what, 2.5 years ago?
We
So
don't have any idea what you're talking about.
That's
Snow.
yeah, none. Can I
with
get a
the mad monster that got out of jail.
oh
You know, Cynthia. Y'all
okay,
know.
I didn't
Y'all
know.
know.
I didn't know because you said something about
You
somebody else.
you
So I
you've
didn't
you've
know.
been speaking without using any specifics at all, so we don't know who you're talking about. We don't know what incident you're talking about.
You guys are supposed to just know. That's
I
my whole
know,
thing. I got to
but
stop doing that.
look, everybody knows I don't pay attention good.
Okay. And you know what? And I write like I have so much going on that I just expect you guys to know, and I should stop doing that.
That's not true, old Joe. I don't like. I promise. I promise. I was genuinely trying to speak, like I was like speaking from my heart. I don't
Oh yeah,
understand.
no, she absolutely does. She absolutely does.
No, I don't.
All of us do. Don't lie. Don't you lie. It's a 10 commandment.
Bro, I trust me. I wanted to go up there and have a conversation and him be like, okay, well, I didn't realize you felt that way, or I could understand why you would feel that way, or
Well, hold on.
maybe
You
you
wanted
don't.
to tell him.
Hell no.
You wanted to
No,
tell
hang
him
on. Sorry
that
to say you shouldn't have felt that way. You misunderstood it, and then like it could be hashed out. But somehow but see, I feel like if you do it in a calmly manner and you don't belittle them, and then like sometimes the truth is hard, and it just is
Oh
what it is.
God.
See,
You
not
belittle the
only is it
crap out of
insulting,
them.
it's patronizing as well.
Anyways, back to Snow. Go ahead. So
I
I
don't know why
say
they're
you
mad.
go in there
I talked
hard
down to
or
them.
you go home.
exactly.
You go hard or go home. You go and you tell them
Exactly.
how stupid they are and how dumb they look, and then make them feel dumb because of what they just said or what they just did, and then you show receipts, and then they just have to feel dumb because there's no other thing for
Right.
them to do or say besides say that was really rude of you to say that we were stupid and dumb. Well, I just delivered the receipts. Everybody just seen it. That is in chat. That's all that matters. Y'all are still dumb, right?
Right?
I don't know. I don't know. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it. Like you can't be giving anybody that
You
kind of
can't have
sympathy on
second
these
guesses. If you're gonna
panels.
throw a punch, you need to be all about that punch and not you know. Help
You
me out
can't
here,
give
old
them the
Joe.
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
No, if you give them the benefit, or even joke around with it like Flow State does. I wish I was better at that because he just has like those liners and he can joke around with it and really push their buttons, and then they'll want to come back and they want more from you. But when they want more from you, they're going to talk more crap. So it's either A, do you go back? Is it worth your time?
Are you saying
Then
it's
you go back and then you have to keep doing the same thing until it stops. Or you just wait for it to stop and then you'll get more subscribers anyways.
just wait for it?
So yeah. So the other day I was on a panel and the lady, she said, well, that person should have apologized. And I said, well, what if they're not sorry? She said, I don't care if they mean it or not. They just need to apologize. I don't care if they mean it or not. Hell, half the time I say stuff, I don't mean it. I just want to hear the words. And I thought, what? And she was like, you can't judge me because we think differently. And I was like, damn, she's right. But some people just want to hear the words. And that's bizarre to me.
Well, that's the Canadian way.
But this chick is an outlier. It has nothing to do with the fact that you actually went up there and insulted a man expecting that he would then want to resolve the problem for you of you thinking bad things about him.
Anyways, well,
when you put it
So
that
now
way,
what we
okay.
do, like
what are you right? What are we so what are we supposed to say? Not when they ask us or when they say something, we're not supposed to speak our truth.
Well,
We're
first of all,
supposed
he
to
didn't ask you
sugarcoat it.
I don't think he asked you for your truth, did he? I think you graped him with your truth.
Ooh, good
Well,
point.
okay. He didn't ask for it. However,
You were like, I'm just gonna go shove this truth into him for a second.
However, when you're speaking on somebody and you want to come up and correct it, and you say, no, this is where they're not telling you the truth, or this is where they aren't interpreting that situation correctly. This
Wait.
is how I
have a
felt.
question.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you say that, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that you wanted to go out there and correct somebody about a person that they're speaking of, you're speaking about yourself. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
I just wanted to make sure that's clear because I didn't know if you were sticking up for somebody or if you were like, hey, I got to defend my own character. Okay.
But what you
Moving
wouldn't have been
forward.
said is they have no honor or respect. So you weren't
But for
correcting
me-
the record about you. You were trying to correct it about them, but then you're using your own derogatory feelings towards Cynthia. There's a lot of y'all are just crazy. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
And then when you go onto somebody's panel, okay, I'm just going to use for an example. LCJC, she kind of just popped up, right?
Mhm.
And she has an opinion about everybody and she knows everybody. But when she's speaking about people, sometimes she doesn't really know. And so
Right.
when she speaks about people, she doesn't come off sincere whatsoever. And she times people out. She kind of mock gods, other things like that. And she feels like she has room to do that because she was a part of the zebras.
Right.
So when I see her doing that, I don't approve of it, and I don't think she's doing the right thing. And then when you that's the example. So when you walk into somebody else's community and they all know each other in some way, which form, they'd all kind of collide together, and then you say stuff like that. Of course, they're gonna come off like that towards you.
Yeah, when
So
you
now the
insult
only thing that
somebody,
I
they're
would say
gonna
is,
be
how are you gonna
insulted.
come?
Did y'all miss the part where I said I was responding to all of their insults and I was doing it in a calm manner and not talking down?
Okay.
Oh,
Cynthia, hold on. We gotta clear up this. The calm manner is talking down.
Is it?
If you tell somebody in a very calm voice that they are a piece of shit, all you're doing is telling them you're patronizing them while you're insulting them.
Okay, well, A, I didn't know that. B,
Yes,
I
you
I
absolutely
know I can see why you say that, but for me, yelling and screaming makes me anxiety. I don't respond well to that. So for me to talk to me and connect with me, even if you're cussing me out or whatever, if you do it in a calm manner, I will understand it and I can handle it better. So maybe that is me projecting the way I would want to be told this way. So I can give you that point. I can definitely give you that point. But again, I don't respond well to yelling, and I'm not going to come on this app and let a motherfucker like that get me out of character. So, and that's just the strategy of the game. Like I'm trying to really connect. Like, fuck all the emotion shit. We passed that. Side note: Max told me today I need to get a nose job. I was low key offended.
Who's Max?
Maxim Extreme, the little porn guy.
I don't know the little porn guy.
From Raging Tomatoes.
Little porn guy. Oh my gosh, he's here again.
Yes, and
You
he like
guys.
dances in a
Oh my
G-string.
God.
He has like a party going on. Like the lights I have.
That's okay. That's Hormaxer. Okay.
Hunger. Yeah. So he's there. But
He
anyways,
has hit me up on every platform. I don't even know who he is. I will
Well, he
not click
doesn't
on your
like
links, dude.
That's Hormaxer.
yeah, he doesn't like me at all. But get in line, Max. And the line's long, so nobody gives a fuck about you today. See, that was honest, and I had attitude. So you're telling me if I would have said, you know what, Max, the line is long, so you just need to go to the back and wait, okay? Because it's going to
You
be a
still
while.
have a lot of
before I
edge in
get
your voice. If you say it like I'm just not convinced that you even said it calmly and kindly.
I did. We can. Do y'all want to review
Let's
it?
replay it. Let's replay it. Can we stop in over to the garbage sector and see what kind of trash there's? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Are they?
But they're asking for it.
We can do whatever. I don't even give a fuck.
I'm
We
just
can go
happy
where-
Dusty's here.
And I'm happy that you're here, and I'm happy that we're I'm enjoying myself. And if Rocky,
Okay,
if you're still
perfect.
down there, you are not blocked on YouTube or on StreamYard. So I don't know why you're asking me why you were blocked, because you're not.
So
Fucking boomers can't figure out how the internet works.
no, I think they took it down and started a new one. I think they took down the one I was on. I'm scrubbing a video. Stupid assholes.
Well, then that might be a W, right?
What? For what? What you
That might
mean?
be it.
No,
Well,
that's
they
some.
got
I'm
rid of your
gonna throw
video.
I'm gonna throw my hand. I'm gonna throw a rock at your head, but I'm gonna hide my hand. That's that foul shit that I think is whack. Is what that is.
That's that Lindsay shit.
Oh my god! Don't see now. You want to get me started on her. See, I
Ooh.
oh wait, I can't because if I talk about her, Tarek's gonna attack me.
Well, that says that you didn't. If you can talk about her, and if he breaks the truth,
Derek.
then he violated the truth.
Yeah. So he what was his deal? Oh, Lindsay loves to throw rocks and hide her hand. That's her jam.
Like that was kind of interesting and very.
That was kind of interesting.
Sorry, I'm recording something in the background.
Oh.
You know that girl Kate? She's actually on panel. They baited her to go on panel, so I'm recording it in the background.
Whose panel is she on?
Monsters.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
No. Please don't. Please, no. It's not a good idea.
What's the idea? I love
It's
bad
just
ideas.
not.
I'll try anything twice.
I do not approve at all.
Okay.
That's what makes it fun.
All right.
It's not time.
Lindsay's starting expressing her anger at Flo by attacking old Joe. Huh. I don't think so. I think Lindsay has found a place that is good for her. I think that
Let's
she
be
likes
clear. She doesn't have a place that's good for her on Earth. There is no place where she belongs. There's no place where she's accepted.
Oh.
Dusty's kind of speaking facts. I'm just saying, like, she's over there at, yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Look at this good voice. Right. So, yeah, there was a couple of things that wasn't exactly true about what Duke was saying, but I'm not sure if this is the place to express it. See?
So, what do you mean there's a couple things about what he's saying is not true?
Number one, I never gave out his information, but he is correct. I did hang around people that did. So if you want to play guilty by association, okay, we can say that. But as far as me ever doing it, nah, that's not true. What is rude about what I'm saying? What is condescending? Nothing.
Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. You were trying to declare victory prematurely.
There's screenshot video saying that.
Saying that what?
You have?
Well, I would like to see the proof of me doing it because I deliberately went out of my way to make sure I didn't do it.
On camera.
So there's that. And then there's the whole listen. She's disgruntled because she got fired. I didn't want to be there anymore. Okay, first of all, I've never given out phone numbers or anything from anybody. No matter what's been done to me, I've never released nada, plus nothing ever. So I don't like that because I don't like that shit. That shit's fucking foul. That's a testimony to your character when you do shit like that. Listen, if we fall out, your fucking secrets stay with me. But so getting accused of that, that's kind of a trigger, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
I can see
And
that.
so it wasn't
I
that I got fired. I just didn't want to be there. Yeah, okay. So here I am explaining what it was like working with them any more than he didn't want me there. And that's just what that was. But if he wants to run it, oh, she's disgruntled, she's this, she's that, then run it. But that's not an accurate statement.
So according to Duke, you messed up the night of the event where you got super drunk.
Right, because I didn't give a fuck no more. That was the day I didn't give a fuck no more. He was talking to me real bad all the time on live. People were starting to say something to him. He was becoming more aggressive, and it just wasn't cool to be there, and I didn't want to support him anymore. And there's nothing wrong in that. So we still had a few obligations. He already had somebody new. I had already sent everything to her. I was pretty much mentally, I was already gone by the time there was that Mo3 party. Absolutely. But he doesn't tell you, I paid for that photographer. I edited that video. I made sure he looked good in that video. He doesn't tell you the good stuff that people do for him. He only tells you the bad stuff because he doesn't know how to receive good stuff. Where's the condescending, huh, Flo? Where's it at? Oh, Joe. What, huh? Chuck in Tennessee. Where's it me being the bitch? Then you're the worst person. Man, I'm being so real and raw right there. People can't handle that shit. Oh, man. Let me tell you. Let me tell you, oh, Joe, I got so hella drunk they kicked me out of the club after. And only
we need to
after.
talk about real. Being
What?
real. We need to
What's
talk
that?
about being real. Being real is not a virtue at all as far as like social interactions go or social lubricant. Being real, like in a way, is a sign of immaturity.
What?
If I'm gonna be real, I'm just gonna take a piss wherever I want to, whenever I have to take a piss.
Nah, that's different.
Yeah, no, I'm just being real.
What? Why would you be really want to take a piss there? That's what you want to do.
Because
That was where my authentic.
I'm
was
being honest and authentic. Why are you getting offended at me pissing here in your family room? I'm just expressing my.
Well,
I'm peeing
what
very calmly.
action that is already we have established as a society that doesn't happen in people's rooms, living rooms. That
Have
either
we established as a society that telling somebody that they don't have any respect or integrity is? Have we established that is rude to do?
So
think about it.
So what? So well, I was looking at labeling yourself as a real is a way of excusing yourself for bad behavior. But what are y'all classifying as bad behavior? The words that I say, because that's all I'm seeing as the bad behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring you down and I'm going to bring you down and I'm going to make sure to bring you up just because I want you to know how much I'm coming at you with authenticity tonight. As much as we have worked together and as much as we have gone through together, I do respect you as the person who brought me onto YouTube, and I'm really not trying to fight with you no more. And I'm sure as the hell not trying to have you fight with the person I rock with the hardest. But welcome to the stage, Mr. Duke Pharaoh. Oh, and by the way, this gentleman right here is Powdered Dusty, Flow State. We just reviewed your video of the Park Row fight. He liked your Texas toast.
That was good shit. I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
This young lady right here is Snowfire.
Howdy.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you, son.
This is Duke Pharaoh, and I'll go ahead and drop your link. So I was telling them a little bit about you. They were talking to me about we were reviewing the our interaction earlier, and they were telling me I was wrong for it. So that's what we were going through.
I don't know that I said wrong. I don't know enough about the situation. Just rude.
Well, I kind of heard what you said, and you were true about your assessment, and it just is what it is. The more that you show people about me, and that don't know me, they're gonna see it, not how you're saying it. Now, these people over here that you've been trying to say it to, they already hate me anyway, so it benefits them to go along with what you're saying.
First of all, they don't already hate you. I just got through saying that the Powdered Dusty.
You're talking about us?
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking. Let me rephrase it so it's understood.
Okay.
this crowd that you are entertaining now, they don't
Yes.
know nothing about me. So everything that you show of them, they're not going to see it how you're saying it. They're going to see it from their outside perspective. Now, the
Correct.
people who you come from and they know who I am, they already hate me. So it benefits them to side with what you're saying because it's always attack Duke Pharaoh because I'm not anyway.
I disagree with that. I definitely know you're not hated over there. He's not talking about y'all here. He's talking about somewhere else. And I didn't understand that. You're definitely not hated over there. I don't know how many times.
I'm not talking about Trig. I'm
Okay.
not talking about, I'm talking about in general, that whole environment, that
Okay.
I've been doxxed. They call the police. When I got here, they called the police on me when I went over there to Park Road not too long ago. They sent the police to my residence. They've been doing it. So it's not like you. Yeah. If they knew, if the people in this crowd now, like Dusty, because I just scrolled through and listened to a lot of, like, even when the guys were running and his assessment of what was going on, he was like, the guys that are running, like, see, so from his perspective, he's like, no, this is the guy.
Yeah, he
You know
did
what I'm
say
saying?
that.
So yeah, so it, everybody's not gonna have that same disdain for me that's being spread.
Yeah. So, welcome to the show. I have a show now. Thank you for coming to the panel. Thank you. We have good, cool conversations over here. We talk about different things. Tonight you were the subject. Before tonight, Flow State had come across you in your 607 Unk interview. We kind of touched on that a little bit. And I was giving them your backstory about Park Row, Gilly the Kid situation. And I was looking for another video, but I couldn't find it.
Did I get an accurate read on your disposition when you were reviewing that video? Was it correct that you look like you would go back there and fight that again instead of continuing watching the video? Was I right about that?
Yeah, I fight. That's what I do. Like I come from trauma. I come from the struggle. This is like I had to fight forever. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I had an option to eat or fight, I'd probably fight before I eat. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Ojo, welcome to the panel, Ojo. Oh, this is Ojo. Ojo loves to ask questions, so
That's fine.
Hello, sir. Pleased to meet you.
Honor to meet you, Chief.
do you know what video we're talking about, Duke?
Yeah, I just did that interview in April.
No. We're talking about the first one.
Yeah, when
he scanned through before he jumped.
Yeah, when Gay Swan jumped, and all them Bloods jumped me. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's
that
where
made me a living legend in my city. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you set us up? Like, kind of, was there a fight first, and then a bunch of buddies jumped in when their friend tired out, or how did that go
Yeah,
down?
I was fighting him first. The only reason I went over there because I was calling him out, telling him to come to my part of the neighborhood on the other side of town. He never came, and then I said something to another rapper celebrity in the city's associate, and it was on social media. He said something in place for him, like, if you keep talking stuff to him, we're gonna kidnap your nieces and nephews. So I was like, okay, well, shit, don't. I'm on my way to you. Yeah, so that's how that went. And so when I got there, cowards running packs, and that's what happened.
So they got their ass beaten. They knew they deserved it too, probably.
Yeah.
So did you expect all those people to jump in, or when it happened, were you a little surprised about it?
Yeah, that side of town, they do that. Like,
let me get a mic check real quick, Snow.
Mic check.
Thank you, Chica.
Mic check.
Yeah, that side of town, they're known for, like, either jumping you or pulling out pistols and all of this. I'm from South Dallas. We fight bare knuckle 1-on-1. Like, we ain't, like, it's just.
How many times have you fought with those numbers?
Shoot.
Have you done that?
Yeah, probably. I say like 7 times, maybe 7 or 8 times.
Because I used to fight a lot too when I was younger. I don't anymore, but I don't think I've never fought 6 dudes though.
Yeah, it was 10.
It was 10.
Yeah, but it's always been like that because I've always been to myself individual, and I traveled a lot when I was young, so I always had a different dialect. They couldn't detect, my dialect at all. Like, where is you really from? I'm from South Dallas, but I just sound different than everybody. And so I've always had odds with people being the new guy or the guy who didn't, the odd guy out. So it's always been that way.
And one thing I was really struck by when I was watching it is the way you narrated the fight. You were quite analytical and strategic, and with the way you talked about it, there wasn't a lot of emotion. So when you're in that moment, are you using some form of strategy, trying to focus on one guy at once, or just go with the flow, or what are you thinking in that moment there?
Well, since I've had previous situations like that, it's either hit the tough guy, or if I'm fighting somebody and they're trying to jump me, I'm going to grab hold of my target, because now it's not confrontational anymore. They're trying to save him. So they don't know what I could be doing. I could be stabbing him. I could be trying to break his neck, anything. So they're not trying to hurt me. They're trying to save him. So I came out unscathed using that strategy.
I see. Interesting.
So you done got yourself into a whole heap of trouble, double crossed by the law, and there was nobody to run to. Oh, it was just you and your shot off, got Leatherface.
Holy.
Outlaw, call him Leatherface. And then you continued your mission. Sorry, I had to.
No. Okay, chica.
It's one of those weeks now.
Hey, so I was also telling them that ironically, it was rumored that you and one of the gentlemen had got into a fight. That was the rumor on the streets. And I said, nobody's seen that video, and that you claimed that it wasn't true, that it was you. I told the story, and I'm female, was having a situation with a gentleman, and you stepped in. So
Yeah, I confirmed that it wasn't true, because I've only seen him that day when they jumped me. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him outside of that day, even before. So I was in Frisco somewhere at a bar, and I walked out and I seen this tall, light-skinned guy putting his hands on this brown-skinned woman, and I was a little drunk, so I'm not finna watch that happen. I mean, and that's what happened. We traded licks. He got him.
Yeah.
So you were like, "Who's this? Hope you ain't the law. You draw out the bushes with your sawed-off shotgun." Sorry.
Become a rapper.
Yeah, just like that. Well, I'm in my city. I'm considered, more than. I'm a hero in my city. I've always been this way. Like I don't,
So-
I've had women be abused in my family, so that just triggered a response. So that's all it was.
So I was looking for the video of that the sister that went on Facebook and told how she wanted to give you a hug the first time she saw you, but I couldn't find it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I got it, but it'll take a while to find it. But yeah.
How tall are you, just out of curiosity?
I'm only 5'11". I just
Damn.
seem bigger. Yeah, that's all.
Impressive.
So Baduk has been on YouTube a long time, but he's from the Mo3 sector as well.
Last question for you, Duke, from me here. So during that confrontation, I was noticing you were saying and I can't help but chuckle because it seems so out of place.
Yeah, that's what I want.
But you were saying to them, this is what I want. This is what I want. As 6 guys are attacking you. Now, is that really what you want, or are you trying to throw them off with confidence, or you really feel that way?
No, yeah, I do, because it's always been that way. You know what I'm saying? It's always been. I feel like I can fight 100 people at one time. I'm the gorilla fighting 100 people, whatever. Like, what we doing?
Yeah.
So
You could tell you felt that way.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's how I feel. Like I've never ran from a fight. I don't just. Oh, excuse me. I don't just go out
Bless
of my way
you.
to on people or whatever. But I've always been that way. Like I fought with my cousins, my uncles. I mean, I grew up gangbanging. I grew up in traumatic environment. So this is what we did. This is just something that I grew up doing. So it wasn't. I mean, it's second nature. It's just. I mean, it's easy.
Did you see the revolver fall when it fell, or did you not notice it later?
Yeah, I think. Look, when I was because where the curb is, that's to the left. So as I had him, in my grips, that dude in the black jacket with the black hat on, he went to point it and they brushed him and it fell. So I was like, oh my God. All right, fuck it, whatever. He tried to run. I had to get him back because you see, when he got up, he tried to run away. No, you got to get back over here. You're my way out of this.
Did he leave the gun, or was he trying to leave the gun?
Nah, he picked it up and somebody yelled that the police was coming, so they took off running.
What up, Rocky? Welcome to the show. How are you this evening?
Rocky, what's the highest number of guys you fought at one time?
Um.
And won.
Well, some homos tried to jump me once.
Some homos. They were coming for that ass.
I didn't know it was a homo camp, but I went up and I said, "How you boys doing tonight?" And they all said, "Hey, oh man, you want our dick up your ass?" And I took my hat and I said, "I don't wear that hat." And some guy in a black robe came up to me and
Shut the fuck up.
I pulled out my 32. And I said, "Come on, motherfuckers,
Lord.
come on!" And they didn't come on because I just said, "Hey, wait here. I'll use my 32 till I get my 357." And then
See, nobody carries a 32. That's how I know you're lying.
It's an old fucking gun. It was an antique. I don't think it even worked.
Do you guys want to hear something that I am right now in real time? Hold on.
Neurotic?
But when Snow's running around and she's obviously got a lot to hide and she is targeting people and character assassination on a channel that she calls her troll channel and running in around in sock accounts doing intimidation tactics, that's not an agent of good. I don't know if she's Soros funded, but
I'm
the thing is
funded.
that
oh my gosh,
her shit stinks, and I wouldn't be friends with her, especially what we are.
Crazy.
Who's doing what?
That's neurotic.
Snow's having an issue. Oh my gosh.
I don't
okay.
know. A bunch of crazy stuff.
So Duke has a video backstage, but my battery just went out. And then also Duke, last night, Flow State on his show, he put his channel in the back chat. They were reviewing the Charleston White. Who did he fight?
The fucking Island Boy.
Yeah. And I was telling him, I was talking to Flo, and I was like, yeah, Duke used to work with Charleston back in the day. Hang on, I'm changing my battery real quick.
Okay. I'm pulling up this search thing.
So, hang on. Does y'all have the battery daddy? I love this thing.
I don't know what that is.
What? It's like a container that holds every type of battery: AA, AAA, watch batteries, D, C.
So if you need like a AA, it can scale so where you can put in a AAA if that's what you got.
No, you. There's only the slot for the AA. There's only the slot for the AAA. There's only it has each slot container, and it's all in one location. So you just have to find the battery daddy.
Shout out to HR.
All right, so let me get over here real quick.
I get my batteries. I just use rechargeable batteries.
You look weird without a beard to me, Rocky.
I know. I'm a monk now.
I just subscribe to you too.
It doesn't. If you pull it up, will you put it you can present it? Because I typed it in and I'm not saying it.
Yeah, it didn't come up for me either.
I'm a monk now. I changed. I'm a now.
Do you have cancer now or what?
What?
Look at Rocky. He's going through chemo.
Rocky, what's going on? Wait, what happened, Rocky? Are you okay? Wait a minute. Is Rocky going mad? Are we? Is this about to be our last Rocky interview?
I don't know if you've noticed all of YouTube seems to be just one big mental health crisis.
What is going on? Hang on.
I just shaved my head, man.
Why? Is it hot?
You should shave your eyebrows too. They look weird there.
I've been in the Marine Corps.
Oh, I got it. I got it, dude. Oh no, I don't. Hang on.
I could have got.
Yeah, dude, I got it.
High and tight, or I could have did a Tama.
Don't you guys think he should just finish off and shave the eyebrows, get rid of those eyebrows?
Bro, I think that he will be a freaking a horror character. All right, this is also another story of Duke.
I still got my beard.
This wasn't. Holy crap! This wasn't the one I wanted, but this is a good one as well. Let me rewind it and unmute it.
Get a robber to hand over what he stole. Fox 4's Lynn Kawano joins us live from our Dallas newsroom with more. Lynn.
Steve, when a North Dallas woman was attacked and her purse stolen, a neighbor chased after the thief and says he used God to get him to hand over the purse. Jeremy Martin was released from jail last November. He served time on drug charges. While in prison, he says he turned to religion to change his life. Earlier this month, he was walking to his apartment in the 10,000 block of Stone Canyon in North Dallas. He heard a woman screaming for help. It turns out a man was beating her as she held her 6-year-old child. The man grabbed her purse and started running, and Martin started chasing. He caught up to him about a block away.
And I was like, look, man, God loves you. You don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? If you need food or anything, just here's my number.
I told him that thank you for helping me, and he said that don't take me, thank God, because I was here or something like that.
The woman who was afraid to have her face shown on TV says Martin not only helped her get back her purse, he also got a license plate on the car the thief was driving. Police have not made an arrest, but do have solid leads. In the Dallas newsroom, I'm Lynn Kawano, Fox 4 News.
There may be more trouble.
That was you in the coat?
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that was me, Bob.
Oh.
I think what year was that? It was over 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. That's why when I said I've always been that way, like when it comes to like seeing a woman in distress, I'm gonna intervene.
Thanks, Rocky, for that.
That wasn't me. What are you talking about?
Love the hat, man.
Yeah. Well, that's
I'm looking for the other video, but
are you still religious? I know a lot of people get religious in when they're locked up, and then it sort of waxes and wanes. Are you still religious?
I'm more informational than religious. Religious, I mean, it's a part of life, but you know, the growth is more informational. I live with Asperger's autism, so I don't. Everything that's been taught to us has been taught to us. So I do my best to think of things that I can incorporate for my own understanding.
I know, and I don't know where it was where you were, but I know a lot of times inmates only have a Bible, right? And so they become.
Well, no, I mean, I grew up in the church. I grew up with, one of my great grandfathers. He was the pastor of the church. Everybody, was a part of that. I just didn't do the provision of faith and stuff until I got. I did that in juvenile when I was like 12. But when you're young, you don't really understand what you're doing.
Right.
I had a situation where I was facing like 10 years for selling drugs at the time. My daughter Patience was being born. I made a choice to say, okay, well, I want to serve God. Get me out, not just get me out the situation, but I want to be there for my children. And I'll do whatever. So when I got out, that's what I was doing. I was a street minister for about 4 years. That's why I got out. That's why I have a lot of these tattoos on my face. They're all spiritual tattoos. I didn't get no tattoos in prison or jail. And I was a street minister, so I feel like the tattoos will help me with my ministry with the people who look like me.
How much time did you get, or did you get any?
Well, I've only did 2 years in prison. I'm in and out of the county, probably 6 or 7 years, juvenile. I did like a year and a half or something like that. So all in all,
6 or 7 years in counties.
well,
That
not,
sucks.
it's just in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What they get you for?
Say it again.
What he wants to know what they got you for.
Discharging a firearm with deadly conduct.
What they get you for?
Discharging a firearm.
Yeah, with deadly conduct. Yeah.
I discharge a firearm right now if I want to.
You're discharging in your pants.
One of the
Go out and discharge a firearm right fucking now.
one of the
I'll
the
do it
first.
right out my
Don't
back
touch
door.
it.
All right, Rocky.
You
Thank
dropped it
you.
too. Playing those
Right out
games.
my back door.
One of the first things that Rocky, that Duke told me was, don't talk about your faith. Don't let people know your faith. If I could go back in time, that is definitely one thing I would have kept to myself, because that's probably the thing that I get attacked the most on.
Yeah, people use your strengths against you. If you tell people that you're smart, they'll use it against you. If you tell people you know more, they'll use it against you. If you say you love God or you love anything outside of yourself, they'll try to deter you from it and use it against you.
Oh, that's not wrong. But Cynthia, I'm glad you did. I think we've had some good conversations, even if you do think I'm going to hell.
You are. But don't worry, I pray for you all the time. I really do. I'd be like, Lord, he really don't know what he's like. He's just, you know what I mean? He's
Won't it be weird when I have to vouch for you at heaven? Like, come on, I know that
You're not gonna have to vouch for me.
Oh,
I
so you're
promise.
saying you don't have a belief system or anything like that?
I'm agnostic. I'm not closed off to the idea of something higher. In fact, I do think there's more going on than we know. That
Yeah, of
said,
course.
I don't believe in any of the main religions.
Right, yeah, because they're all indoctrinated. That's why when you ask me that, I say I'm more based on information. Because I mean, that's like 607 Unc. He's talking about Sophia, he's talking about a lot of these things and these deities and all this other stuff. So I know that indoctrination is just control, because that's somebody making you understand. So everything that I've learned with religion, before there was religion, there was no religion. There was routine, but there was no religion. You know what I'm saying? So I know that everything in between is not what it is or what it's supposed to be. So I don't believe in, I don't think that there are people who don't know something higher than what's going on. Everybody knows that there's something bigger than religion. There's something way bigger than that. So if you're Christian, Muslim, I'm not trying to deter you or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm not a faithful or spiritual person. I'm just, I've turned in my pink slip or whatever. I'm
Right.
done.
No, I'm following you.
Yeah.
I think that religion, organized religion, is like it's not spirituality. It's the opposite of it, right?
Yeah.
Because people feel like, oh well, they mistake a group activity for spirituality, and they go, oh well, look, I go to church Sunday. I've got this. I can check that box. I'm done now. You know. And I'm not talking about you, Cynthia. I'm just saying in general. I think there's a lot of people who use it to their own detriment, right? It ends up corrupting the thing that it's supposed to be preserving.
Yeah.
So one of the first times I'd ever heard about frequency and body language was from Duke. You know, as he said earlier about his autism, he is actually the first person I've ever met with autism, because in the real world, I just don't interact with a lot of people. So he spoke about how he communicated more so with frequency. He would listen to the pitches of the voices and stuff like that. So that is definitely something.
Is that a sign of autism? That just sounds like good common sense. Like if you're reading the tone of somebody's voice, their body language, that communicates way more than their words.
Well, I personally never looked at it before that. I never looked at it like that at all. And then I have another friend, my neighbor, who's autism. And when we go out, she says that there is something that she can read that she knows other people don't have, but she can't explain it because it's been with her whole life. And they autistic people have a way of speaking to each other on their frequency. Is that right?
Well, with with Asperger's autism, Asperger's is his name. Autism is the diagnose or whatever. There's low and high spectrum. With knowing that most of my education was through my eyes, it wasn't through other people or education or anything like that. Yes, I've been taught things through family members, and just some people have taught me things, but most of the time I conjure or muster, however it goes. That's how it comes to me. So when I'm listening to people, I can tell when you're genuine and when you're not. I can tell. But I mean, and that's a normal, natural, if you understand communication, if you were raised that way. But in my head, and I know in a lot of other people's head that share the same AU, um, it, it's at a different frequency. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just way better. That's all. That's the only way I can say it.
Well, you said that you were from a traumatic, you had raised in kind of a traumatic environment. And in
Yeah.
my experience, people who were raised in traumatic environments are for sure by far the best at reading other people's energy, because they have to. It's a survival mechanism.
Yeah.
So it would make sense if you can pick up on energy easily.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's a plus. So on top of having this type of brain and this type of ability to of heightened senses, I was raised in that type of environment, and that really added to my attributes.
I see. You remember when I tell you people communicate on a different frequency, but I can never explain it to you. I never know how. It's just something I learned from.
Your mic is kind of chirping or something.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
Yeah, he's an absolute individual. He just says what he means what he says, and it just is what it is.
Is that better?
That is better.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's simpler that way. Especially I've found since I've come to YouTube, and this is what I tell people: you need to act honestly and with integrity on YouTube. Because if you think that you can get away with shit when you've got thousands of people watching what you're doing and recording it, you're wrong.
Yeah,
you're like, nobody's that slick.
Yeah. And after that fight with all of those people, I didn't expect to be known, but they made it known because they were recording it. I didn't go over there with a recording device. They did that. And so I got a lot of people noticing me more than I wanted to. And after that, now there's even more people, even more and more and more and more and more. So it's been overwhelming for a lot of years, man.
Do you think it's been a good thing on the whole, or do you think it's not been a good thing?
I haven't found the good thing in being famous. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. It's dangerous. People have, like, a lot of people come around me. They're cool, then they change. Like, yeah, it's dangerous, man. Just being famous. I wish I can just go back to, like, if I can go back, I wouldn't have never even went over there to that neighborhood with them guys. No, if I had known that I was going to be more famous for that and everything that's happened in this last 7, I wouldn't have never went over there.
So what do you plan on doing with it now? Now that you are where you're at, do you have a plan on, like, continuing to try to morph it into something that is a benefit, or are you gonna try to fade out, or what? Like, how do you handle it then?
Well, I'm back in Texas. I've been dealing with parent alienation, so I'm back to try to get back in the courts and get some visitation, see my kids. They only got like maybe 3 more years for me to deal with the whole child support thing.
Good luck with that. My daughter's 15, so we got kids the same age then.
Right on. Yeah, and finna get back in the country. Well, I'm finna get into country music. Been working, doing a lot of maintenance stuff and painting and landscaping and stuff. But I'm just finna do me now. I focused on a lot of people. I've tried to build certain entities and stuff and help a lot of people out. and now it's back to me and just family, and that's it, just progress.
Indeed. Okay, I think it's your mic. I'm gonna mute you. And so yeah, no, it sounds like my mic again, right? No, I think it's you, Flo. No, you talk now, Flo.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check. It's not me.
You go, Duke.
Yeah.
Say something else. Say something else. I think I heard an echo.
Unmute Duke, and then Cynthia talk.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's mine. That's so bizarre.
Somebody's mic is picking up the feedback. I think it's probably yours, but I don't know for sure. Anyways, it's not. It's kind of irritating, but it's not prohibitive.
Wow. So there's actually a lot more to Duke that is layers and layers to peel back, but he was a good introduction. Him and Paul remind me a lot of each other. Did you ever meet Paul Enslaved when he was making his little tour around the Black community, Duke?
Nah, but yeah, and I want to say this: autism is not. It doesn't stop me from being human. You know what I'm saying? It's a fraction of who I am. It's an ability that was just given. It's like part of the many gifts that they talk in the Bible. It's one gift out of many. So I just wanted to state that a lot of people use it as a crutch, but no, it's just.
I wouldn't have known it. I wouldn't have known it if you hadn't said something.
Yeah. I've learned. Yeah, I've learned how to fit in, blend in for so many years.
The fact of the matter is, if any of us go to see a psychiatrist and give them a chance to poke around our head, they're going to come out with a diagnosis.
Yeah. Well, I was young when it happened, and when they did their diagnosis or whatever. So I've been this way all of my life. But just being around people and being in survival mode, being made fun of, being in special education in them small classes with the cubicles and stuff. Like, I don't want to be known for that. I don't want to be known. I'm tired of the retarded, dead slow. Like, that's not me. I'm highly intelligent.
Well, why don't you just drop it? Like, why don't you just let it go? Like that, like the way that
I can let it go, but that's like my purpose is to like I survived it. I survived special education and autism. Like, but it's a part of the story. So letting people know, hey, this is what I was plagued with, but I'm more than that. So yeah.
Yeah, I personally don't really believe that most of the mental health diagnoses are actually real things at all. I think that it's a way for the system to funnel people here or there, not a reflection of reality. I've been diagnosed with ADHD twice. I don't think it's a real thing. Maybe that's cope, whatever. I did pass my psychopathy test, so I'm good there.
Hey, did you ever take personality tests in all of your journeys?
Yeah, they did. Well, I mean, in those ARD meetings or whatever, when they did that, they would have me look at the ink blotches on the paper, listen to the sounds, and all that COINTELPRO stuff or that, whatever. I did all of those things.
Flow state's really big into the personality types and learning about if you're an introvert, extrovert, intuitive.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out and come back.
Okay. Yeah. When I was I don't know, probably, God, how old am I? Over 10 years ago now it's been, I stumbled across the personality typing system, and I don't know how much she's told you about it, but I didn't appreciate, when I was younger most of my life, you kind of assume that people experience the world the same way that you do, and they don't, though, right? Everybody has very different perspectives, and I found a tool, the MBTI test, that it was mathematical, really, and it gave you a way to assess. It's Duke's mic. It's picking up the feedback from the speaker. You might turn off or turn on echo cancellation and see if that fixes it.
I know you are backstage, Rocky. You were just disrupting the show with your weapons shown and stuff. You know how you are, Rocky.
She's just being racist, Rocky.
No, I'm not, Rocky.
No, I didn't show any guns.
I know, but we were having a good conversation. I'm sorry, Rocky. Just in an apologizing mood tonight.
I got my white hat.
Gray hat.
So it wasn't me? Okay.
But yeah, no. Anyways, I just found it a useful tool to understand, because it's also at that time in my life I was managing two different. I was a banker at the time, and I was managing two branches full of female employees. I'm married to a woman who's going fucking crazy at the time, and I've got a 2-year-old daughter. So I'm just surrounded by this like emotional energy, and I didn't know what to do with it. And now I'm surrounded by insane people on YouTube, right, Rocky?
I had four children.
Why are you holding up?
Why don't you what they do is cowboy up a little bit, stop complaining. I had 7 children I raised.
How did you just have 3 kids in the last 10 seconds? You went from 4 to 7 like that.
No, I had 7. I've always had 7.
Okay.
Actually, I got 9, but
didn't
what?
What?
What? Man, Rocky. Okay, all right.
Congratulations, I guess, on the 5 kids you've had.
Yeah.
Since you came back
So, what I was trying to say, you got to cowboy up a little bit, Flo, and 2 children. If a culture don't have at least 2 children per family, that culture will disintegrate. I did my fair share.
Are you telling me that I need to have more kids because I only have 1?
7. Yeah.
Need to
Yeah.
get
If you only have 1 child, your culture will die. That's why America.
It's a good thing there's other people for me to depend on to cover that gap.
White culture's dying because a lot of the other races like to breed more. So we're being bred out of our culture.
Well, Rocky, you had 9 kids, so you more than cover my deficit.
Right?
No, it doesn't work that way. I'm one of the very rare persons that knew what was going on 25 years ago.
Oh my God.
Did you know what was going on 25 years ago, or did you just like to fuck?
Me and my wife, yeah, we love to do that. And I didn't believe in contraceptions or abortion or any of that shit.
Yeah.
So people told
Everybody
me that
hates condoms.
I didn't know what I was doing and that I didn't know how to stop having children. But I wanted more children. The more children I had, the more younger it made me because I had to go out and work my ass off for my family. And it makes you strong. And throwing them children up in the air.
The best way to have more children is to get more blowjobs.
Holy shit.
Well,
So,
that's between a man and a wife in his bedroom.
Hey, you brought it up.
Well, that's my wife. She's not a.
I didn't ask about her.
Dude,
I mean, you can tell us about her. I'm just saying, like,
dude,
I just want to make it clear that that's where you decided to take it.
Duke, are you glad to be back in Dallas or no?
Oh man, in the bedroom.
No, I'm not.
Making babies. Oh man, it's.
What'd you say, dude?
He slipped and fell and broke his hip.
I'm not glad to be back because it's still dangerous because a lot of people they say and do a lot of things that endanger people. With my family, I came back because people were threatening my family, and
Where were you before?
I was in Florida.
Mm.
I've been gone from Texas for like 7 years, but I'm not glad because the potential of what could happen while I'm here, like anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just I feel better that my family, they've gotten to see me, and yeah, I feel a little bit better. I'm more relieved. I'm losing more weight because I'm staying ready to get it, so I can be ready.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm not glad that I'm here in these circumstances.
Gotcha. A lot of people say your energy's changed a lot. Did you feel like it was a new era or a new stage coming back home to Dallas? Like, I got to come back and make things right within not within yourself or with anybody, but within like the community of Dallas.
What do you mean my energy changed? By what degree?
Like before you would seem wild. You
Because
were.
I just had a stroke. Like my
Oh yeah. When
it
did
wasn't
you have the stroke?
2017, my brain wasn't functioning properly.
No, when you were in Florida, you were a lot more energetic. You know, you were always out at the pool. You were in the backyard, working in the yard.
I'm in peace. I'm not in the trauma zone. I'm minding my business. But when people are doxing me and like my son, he got beat on by his stepfather. So he ended up coming to live with me. And people were calling the police while he was there. So they just made it more dangerous, even for the people that were there. So I just, I gotta, instead of them coming to look for me, I'm back at home. I got home field advantage. I'm here. So you don't have to look for me, and they're not looking for me because they know not to look for me. And they know I'm here, and I've been here for 3 months. So a lot of people are like clutching their pearls right now. A lot of people are trying to figure out like, well, what do we do? Like even with the 88 thing, like I say, I was drunk and I went live, and I've never not felt like I shouldn't go live after anything. You know what I'm saying? When I did that, I was like, I forgot that I'm not in Florida. I can't just go live and it not be nothing. So here we are. I'm in Dallas, and then when she came out a week later and said that that dude did that, who was a part of that situation, I was like, damn, I forgot I'm in Dallas. They're say anything. So I know now that I have to move even more strategic and not be so reckless with or impulsive. But yeah, I'm not. They know I'm not playing.
What is the Queen? I assume you mean Queen 88. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a lady who made it.
Oh, I
yeah, saying that.
He's been on a blind date. He was on one of the dating shows, Lemons, I think on Lemons, Flow State.
Oh yeah,
Did the dating with Queen 88.
Yeah, she
Dang
created.
it, I had a follow-up question. Shit, what was it? Oh my god. Oh, when we talk about or especially with what just happened in Las Vegas with Sin City Manny and Finney the Legend, when we talk about YouTube going to real life, Duke is a real example of, he just said a little bit how the police would come to his house. He would be on live. They would come to his house. There was also the situation with MHB where is that still your mic, Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also the situation where he would MHB, and then Duke actually ended up going to jail. So he is the turning into real life. There was also a situation in Las Vegas. Was it in Las Vegas with Cam?
No, I was in Orlando. He called me out to a fight, but then he wasn't at the hotel. He said he was. I went into a hotel. He called the police when I bought a room because I was under the assumption he was there. So I said, "Well, I'm gonna purchase a room in this hotel and we can fight in the room." And he didn't think I would even do that. So he called the police there. He was in another hotel and he tried to give me George Floyd. So just
What was he going to tell the cops? Hey, there's a guy who got a hotel room.
No, he told them that I had a gun. He told them I was drunk. I was trying to beat him up. He told them a lot of stuff.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, what was really messed up is it's like, who made the phone call? Like that was like the big who done it. And when it came out, it was him. That was like, you big O.
Yeah, and the Queen 88 lady was a part of that because she gave him my full name and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's just a bunch of goofy shit.
Yeah. People are fucked.
Well, it's gone real life. Like I said, with have you been keeping up at all with Sin City Manny and Finney the Legend case, Duke?
Yeah, I was over there with OYB the other day.
Yeah.
And we're gonna speak about solutions, going to YouTube headquarters and getting them to work on this doxing on YouTube, like actually do something about it, because they're not.
No.
Do you think that this will change the way that StreamYard, or I'm going to mute you again real quick. You just make sure to unmute when you're ready to talk. Do you think that this case, since it was a beef, did you know that Sin City Manny went live 1,430 days straight before this incident? If he would have made it till July 15th, that would have marked his 4-year anniversary of going live every day. Along with that, along with the year of the Finney the Legends having weekly shows, trolling him and people getting to come up. Did you know that Sin City Finney had 4,000 people on his block list? So do you think through all of this and being able to go back and see all the past videos, do you think it will change the way that YouTube allows panels to be ran or the type of content we create?
Most definitely, and I want to be a part of that change, so I can't wait.
I hope you fail at that change. I'm not gonna lie. There's thousands of people watching this unfold, and none of them decided to call the cops.
They did.
Then there was nothing to act on for the cops. This isn't a YouTube issue. This is a pre-crime issue. You can't have pre-crime.
Well, they was on live stream. Number one, both parties were live streaming, and hey, Finney's over here, da 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 da. Hey, Sin City's getting ready to come around a corner. All of that, and YouTubers called in, and one of their sons called in and said, "Hey, I was just watching the live stream."
So, if the police were contacted and thousands of people knew about it, like, what is it YouTube could have or should have done that even when the cops couldn't do anything? Like, I don't see how.
All of that trolling, all of the constant in your face every day. This guy, are they going to limit how many times we can go live? Like I said, he was live streaming 1,430 days. As a YouTube content creator, you know how that can suck your soul. Go ahead, dude.
The thing is they have, what do they got? They have capabilities to know what people are saying and what they're saying, like from TikTok and all these other things. So when we make reports about people doxing people and they clearly review it and they hear it and they see it and they take down certain channels or leave certain channels up, no, we want to make sure that you fix your system. That's just the start. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna change anything, but I feel like there needs to be more accountability. Like, it needs to be better. Because
I mean, it'll definitely change something if it gets through. It'll make live streaming suckier and more difficult than it already is, but it won't stop murdering, right?
No, it won't stop that, but it will get rid of the content creators that are not. The people that don't come. This is YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The YOU. But when I remember when YouTube first started, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a video of a guy standing in the zoo with some elephants behind him, and it's the most viewed video on, and that time when, so it's just like, this is YouTube. If you can't get on here and talk about you, what are you doing? Like, this is
Well,
YouTube.
they were talking about them, weren't they?
Well, I mean in a way where, like, I don't know, man.
I get you. With all due respect, I respect what you're trying to do. I still hope you fail, but
yeah, I mean, and that's motivation. So I mean, I'm glad you're saying it, because
it just feels like, and I heard them talking about that the other day. I'm not very up to speed with what's going on there, but I did drop in. I think it was yesterday, and I heard them talking about wanting YouTube to do more about it. And I just think, like, that is such a reactive response that will just create new issues over here and not solve the ones over here. But I'm not really involved in it. So
yeah, and when I presented that to them, I presented it based on other issues, like, small, like, there's a lot of people that do that and people get hurt behind it. There a lot of people are doxing and people have families and stuff. Now, these two guys that were out there or whatever, I mean, I get it, they're adults. There were no children involved, but two people lost their lives. But on a consistent basis in the Mo3 sector where I'm at, that doxing and stuff it's getting out of control. So I want them to address it. I wanna know, what is your system when who actually reviews this? Can we know like how this is handled? And that's that. Like I don't, if it doesn't
YouTube
change,
transparency is trash.
yeah. So I wanna see like just how Elon Musk came in and found out that people were 150,000 years old getting Social Security. I want to do the same thing with YouTube.
Do you think that going live stream every day affected the Sin City Manny's mental health
No.
somehow? You don't think that affected it at all?
No, because you wake up and live every day as well. I mean, you're around people every day. I mean, the power of influence from the crowd may have altered his ego and put him into alter ego or whatever. But other than that, he that guy who shot that guy, he was a piece of shit anyway. I mean, that's just him. That's all was him. I mean, and the other guy who taunted him and went back and forth with him, that's him too. They equally contributed to his death ultimately.
And that's the way I see it. I see the individuals who the ability for anybody in the world to pick up a phone or whatever and just communicate to everybody on earth is a massive amount of power that everybody has, that like I think that we're not really adjusted to handling as individuals or as societies. But that said, at the end of the day, it is their responsibility, right? Like I think that so I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what I view.
they're both at fault. They're at fault for even entertaining. And I mean, we can't blame the people. I just feel like the app should have something different to combat it, to keep people from doing it. Because if you get if you're a content creator and you're doing it, you shouldn't even be on this platform anyway. Being able to preach that to the masses.
Well, it's self-destructive, and I've been, around enough. Like I don't know if you know, Cynthia, if you know Tyrant Bird or like that sort of sector over there. And I remember talking to Tyrant Bird and Nicolina, and I've told them the same thing. I said I don't go real life, and because once you cross that bridge, you don't come back for it for whatever reason, right? Like so, I've recognized that that's my responsibility, and I just don't do it. And when I say that I don't do it, the people who, for whatever reason, the people who do go real life seem to recognize and respect it, and I haven't had any issues. Like I have been doxxed, but I guess Tommy shot a gun at, but
Yep. Tommy shot the gun, and it was Las Vegas too, which is Sin City.
I guess my point is, at the end of the day, it's really the individual's responsibility, I think, entirely. Unless we want to just fold up the tool, right, and put it away because it's too dangerous. And I don't think that that's a.
No, I don't want to change anything. I just want to perfect it. So that's it. I just want it to be perfect. This the system. I just want whatever this is with the doxing, because when the Caucasian lady stepped down, the Indian guy, he stepped in, and I was like, this was the CEOs of YouTube. So I've been watching, and when I've been watching all of the changes that they've been doing, because I'm like, well, how are y'all? These people, they're not even creating content. They're just doxing each other and threatening, pulling up on each other. Like that's YouTube. Why are you condoning this? This is not YouTube. Y'all need to change this. This is not it. We're not making money because these idiots are on here and they're mad because we're more creative than them. So they are destroying our channels, reporting us for no reason, and you're allowing it to happen. So yeah.
So Sin City Manny, he did the vertical lives. He did like out on the strip in his makeup, entertaining the people. People would come from YouTube. They would bring him gifts. They would just come to see him. But once he got mad at them for whereas versus Finney the Legend, he had panels. And as we know, as content creators, having a panel is totally different than doing a live stream. So I really think that I see you, Rocky. I really feel like going live the 1,430 days took a toll on his mind that wore him down.
I mean, I think that that consistency reflects a pre-existing toll, right? He already had an addictive personality, and it just becomes a new addiction. Because if you start poking around, almost everybody who's a streamer also has a history of somewhere of substance abuse, and so it is a new dopamine hit for people, myself included, right? But
I agree.
but that wasn't caused by YouTube. YouTube is just the next direction. It's just a direction that you can take it. It's still it's and I think it's a good direction, right? This is a much better improvement than smoking meth, for instance.
Well, TV. I used to be addicted to television, and I had to quit. I quit TV about 30 years ago.
TV's boring compared to YouTube.
I still got.
How were you addicted to TV?
I got DVDs and VHSs and.
How many hours a day would you say on average you spent watching TV?
I didn't watch it until I retired recently, and now I just decode old movies. My kids didn't like me watching TV with them because I would decode them right in front of them.
What's decode mean?
It means he sits there and says, "This is what they're communicating here. That one's really a tranny."
Yeah, they're trying to promote. I mean, I remember when the movies, they had to have a homo in every movie because they were promoting that at the time.
Oh my. All right. Well, Duke left. I can't believe he showed up. That didn't help my case of being nice.
Hey, no, you guys got along fine. You guys got along fine. He's very chill.
Yeah, he's super chill. There's definitely more layers to him. There's a lot more stories that he keep. We talk about record keeping. He's an excellent record keeper as well.
What do you mean record keeper?
He has all of his lives. He has everything. Anything that he's ever had, because he's been on the news, he's had his interviews, he's had
I've never been
watch
famous.
parties.
So
Do what now, Rocky?
He's kind of famous guy.
Yeah, well, Leah says thanks for coming up. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that was great. I went 3 hours. I can usually go 2, but I was enjoying it, and I'd been wanting to get you two together for a long time. I knew that you two would have conversations. That's kind of right up his alley, especially with the religion.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll talk again in the future.
And I think that he does want to get out of just the loop of new people, new beefs, old beefs rehatched. Let's bring it up again 30 more times. Rocky, as usual, you just are just like a wrecking ball that comes into every live, and I just totally appreciate it. But
That's why we call you Miley Cyrus when you're not around.
Right. And now that you shaved your head bald, it only alludes to my theory.
We call you Chemo Cyrus now.
Thank you so much for having a great show. I'm going to park you backstage real quick, Flo. You just hang tight super quick. Rocky, I guess you can hang tight too. So, yeah, that was the show tonight. I can't believe Duke came up. Trust me. You guys don't know this, but that was a big deal. The fact that we could even sit on a panel and not threaten each other and not just yell at each other, I think shows growth not only in him, but also in myself. So I do appreciate him coming up and having the conversations. Conversations always encourage healing. Conversation rules the nation. Everybody knows this, guys. So I do appreciate y'all sticking around for the conversations. If you haven't hit the like button on the way out, please do.